It's time for UW Stevens Point men's hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Follow the Pointers all season long as the defending NCAA national champions battle in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Stevens Point Brewery, Taco Bell, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Goose on Main, General Beer, distributors of Miller Lite, and also the UWSP corporate sponsors, Marshfield Clinic, Skyward, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Papa John's, Badger State Games, the National Guard, Grazzi's Italian Grill, Coca-Cola, BSN Sports, and Under Armour.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. I'm Tom Weaver along with Sean McMahon as Stevens Point, Game 2 of this Thanksgiving weekend double dip here as they will host the Falcons of Concordia University of Wisconsin. Sean, a somewhat hard to swallow 4-3 loss to Marion last night as the struggles for the Pointers continue here. A shorthanded team trying to make some adjustments to try to work around a couple of things, but you know, to be honest with you, got back in it 3-3 after 2 periods here, but quite simply got outplayed in the third period by Marion and came up on the short end of a 4-3 loss.
That could have argued ran out of gas a little bit in the third period. Needed some grit in the third period, really didn't get it. And Marion scores about halfway through the third period and kind of put the Pointers to bed. Yeah. If I remember correctly, I believe the Pointers had 10 shots in the last 2 periods. Marion did a good job. You got a senior goaltender in Hunter Vorva. He's going to shut the door in those situations, and it's back to tonight's game. And I think just looking for an overall better effort from the Pointers tonight here on home ice.
You sit at 4-4-1 overall without an automatic bid. You are seriously jeopardizing your postseason chances here. So, you've got to come around here tonight. It's early to say a must-win, but a couple of years ago, Pointers were 5-3-1 or something like that and went on a big-time run to get to Lake Placid. So no reason you can't do it again here, but it's going to have to start. Pointers are going to also roll the dice a bit here. Ryan Wagner is in the start here tonight, the sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana. He will get the start in goal here. Eli Billing, I think, Sean, you could argue so far this year, has deserved better. Yes. But he's also could have performed better as well. I think it's a 50-50. Maybe, his fate kind of summed up here as it's how it's gone for the Pointers so far here tonight. So you look to get a spark. Ryan Wagner's been working his tail off, and you never know when the opportunity is going to come.
Yeah, absolutely. For the freshman or for the sophomore goaltender now, and Ryan, he's worked hard his freshman year, has learned, from Connor Reichman, from Eli Billing, a good opportunity for the youngster to get in between the pipes tonight for the Pointers and see what he can do. Maybe this is the spark that this Pointer team needs to put the youngster in between the nets and force the Pointers forwards and defensemen to get on their horse and play on their toes a little bit.
The Concordia University Falcons come in at 4-2-1 overall. They beat Bethel last night 6-0. Nick Guerra scored 46 seconds in. They got 6 different goal scorers. Bo Dieter made 27 saves for his second shutout. You may remember, Sean, a year ago, Bo Dieter had his coming out party against the Pointers. He made like 56 saves, something like that. Stevens Point snuck out of Mequon with a 2-1 win. He's very capable of shutting the door here. So the Pointers are going to have to bring an aggressive offensive nature to them.
Yeah, as the Pointers need to continue that puck possession game. We saw it in bits and pieces last night. You liked what you saw when they got to it. But Bo Dieter, again, great job last year in a 2-1 loss. 54-20 were the shots on goal. Yeah. The Pointers, Drew McLean with a late second period goal was the difference in that hockey game where really you could argue Connor Reichman kept the Pointers in it. As a year ago, the Falcons gave the Pointers everything they could handle on home ice.
All right, it's also the Suicide Awareness Night. Those of you on the YouTube video stream will be seeing the Pointers in special edition suicide prevention jerseys that are currently up for live auction.
Yes, they are.
Get the Dash Auction app, DASH, the auction app from your mobile device. You can place your bids. The bids will go till 9:15 tonight. So plenty of time there. We've got some great bids going already. All the proceeds will benefit the Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition of Portage County. Amy Marcotte from the coalition is going to join us in our first intermission. They've done some great things here tonight to bring awareness to a cause here that needs some support. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Annual cause event here for the Pointers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will get the pregame thoughts of Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stevens Point and Concordia University, Wisconsin, head coach of the Pointers, coming up next here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose. Oh no! So, urgent care? Yeah, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
Oh, Mom!
After the game or anytime, head into Goose on Main, downtown Stevens Point. Goose has 38 beers on tap. That's right, 38, including all of your favorites, an awesome selection of microbrews and craft beers featuring some of the finest beers brewed right here in Wisconsin. If you're hungry, you'll find out firsthand why Goose was voted the best burger and best fish fry in Portage County. Before or after Pointers hockey or anytime, stop into Goose on Main, just minutes away on Main Street, downtown Stevens Point.
We're here with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Our Pointer pregame show continuing on the Pointer Sports Network. It's Concordia University of Wisconsin at KB Willett Arena. And we talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Coach, got to try to turn around here from last night. I thought your fellas did a nice job getting back into that. But, third period, as we talked about on our postgame show, just, had kind of outworked on a couple of battles here and there. And best chance that Marion had of the night, they buried on you. I know you've been grinding most of the night here on the video. What'd you see?
Yeah, we got burned out in the third period. We were playing a little bit shorter lineup, and it came back to bite us in the third. I thought we had good pressure in the first period and then a couple mistakes end up in the back of our net, and we did a good job grinding, finding a way back to tie the game going to the third period. In the third period, I thought they came out and took it to us and outworked us in some facets. But yeah, with the new system, playing that, I expected some odd man rushes like we saw, so I think we figure out the X's and O's of how to replace the offensive zone and be in a better spot defensively. So now it's just a matter of making the adjustments that we've seen in video come to life on the ice.
And this thing that you're working on here, predominantly is for 5-on-5, correct?
Yeah, definitely 5-on-5. Officiating was good last night. It was even both ways. They got a power play goal there that we were in. Millsy was in the position to block it. He went down, sailed out, and it kind of went underneath him on the ice. It's not on him. The effort's there. The willingness is there. But again, we had I think 3 or 4 power plays and didn't get really much of a sniff at it. So special teams have to be a factor when they're there. But 5-on-5, we want to dictate the pace of play.
You've been, obviously dealing with some adversity here, which, for some of these guys after, what you went through last year, you didn't have a whole ton of adversity here. So, just battling and sticking with it is the biggest thing, right? Yeah,
it's a new spot for everybody. It's a little bit new for me. It's on foreign territory. We haven't been in this spot in a couple of years. But 2 years ago we were sitting at 5-3-1, and people were raising questions, and, we turned the ship right around there. I think we'll get there. We'll get some guys healthy back in the lineup too, and we'll get identity of the team and get rolling here at some point. But it's a matter of, is it going to be too little, too late for us? So it's we needed to turn around last night, and now we didn't, and now we have to put our best effort out there tonight and try to right the ship.
Concordia comes in here. Are they different from Marion or kind of similar?
They're pretty similar in the way that they play. Structurally similar. They got some good forwards, pretty good goalie, and they're physical. They're going to pressure hard on the forecheck and whatnot. So similar game plan, but it's kind of more about what we're doing here.
You'll go with Ryan Wagner here tonight. He'll get his first start here. That's clearly one of these things. Just try to shake things up, right?
Yeah. I think Ryan's earned it. In the last year and a half, he's put the work in, and I challenged him a little bit the last couple of weeks to push even harder, and he did that, and I think he earned the start tonight. So all systems go.
Looking like a little delay here. How do your fellas deal with it? It's one of those things you just kind of got to roll with it. It's not huge, but these guys are creatures of habit. Got to stay sharp, especially mentally when you're not getting knocked out of your routine a little bit.
Yeah, well, we haven't been that sharp mentally lately, so I think maybe it's good for us. It's one of those things, you deal with it. You can't control. I can't control it. You control it. You can control, and just ready to go when the puck drops.
All right, obviously, big night here with the suicide awareness jerseys and all that fun stuff. Another nice community thing that you do. This is one of those things that's touched the sporting world here, the whole topic of mental health and, the mental health of your athletes here. It shows it's more than just the X's and O's things, it's caring for these guys, part of the team for it. And it's a big, a lot of discussion, How much you guys talk about it?
Quite a bit this year. We had Mark Wick come in, the former St. Scholastica coach. He's now going around and talking to college teams, men and women, about mental health and just getting the awareness out there and creating an environment where people are comfortable coming forward and talking about it. And something that we've have to deal with nowadays. It's just a matter of it's always been there, but now people are feeling, trying to egg the stigma, and people feel comfortable coming out, and they are. So now. Now the next part of the question is, what do we do with it, or what do they do with it? It's the world that we live in as far as the just atmosphere of it. The guys feel comfortable coming out, or someone feels comfortable getting the courage to come out and talk and tell somebody. But then they got to schedule an appointment, and it's 2.5 weeks before they can get in. And what do they do in the meantime? Where do they go with the resources? So that's kind of the next step here. So it's a good event for us, and it's something that's not just in the sport world, but especially in the sport world. I think especially a male sport, especially like hockey, it's a very macho stigma. So getting guys to feel comfortable with it and coming out and talking about it is the first step.
All right, Coach, good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned. More coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Your family safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Attention winter sports enthusiasts! The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are now open for registration. Go to badgerstategames.org for information about our 24 winter events to compete in. Classic events like alpine, Nordic, curling, and figure skating. Anyone can compete. Hockey, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, and ski jumping. Participate in non-traditional events like fat tire bike racing, cornhole, and pickleball. Or how about e-games, CrossFit, or martial arts? Go to badgerstategames.org. The Badger State Games are for all ages with any type of athletic ability. Compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals in the sport you love and create traditions and memories to last a lifetime. Go to badgerstategames.org to register and like us on Facebook. The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are brought to you by these proud sponsors: Marshfield Clinic, Habish and Rotier, UW Stevens Point, Wausau, Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, and Sunrise Broadcasting.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, here's our starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the Concordia University Falcons, Bo Dieter gets the start net, 5'10", 180, and a sophomore out of West Vancouver, British Columbia. He's got 7 starts so far, 3-2-1, 2.73 goals against average, .930 the save percentage with 2 shutouts. The defensemen are Corey Dennis, 6'1", 190, and a sophomore out of Madison, and Mac Ferner, 6'1", 185, and a senior out of Vernon, British Columbia, Canada. Up front, it is Dante Hahn, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Victoria, British Columbia. The right wing is Nick Guerra, 6'1", 185, and a junior out of Victoria, British Columbia. And the left wing is Nick Gainey, 5'11", 180, and a junior, another one out of Victoria, British Columbia. Very heavy Canadian influence here for the Falcons. Jason Wise, their head coach in the A season, 76-10-1. At Concordia University, Wisconsin. 16th year overall, was at Marion previous to Concordia. Ryan Wagner gets the start in net, 5'11", 175, and a sophomore out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Wes Ashley on defense, 5'10", 189, and a junior out of Pittsburgh. Drew McLean, the other defenseman, 6'1", 190, and a senior out of Waterford, Michigan. Up front, it is Austin Kelly, 5'8", 185, and a senior out of Toledo. Kelly O'Brien, 6'3", 200, and a senior out of Detroit, Michigan. Brendan Miller, 6'3", 210, and a senior out of Keller, Texas. Head coach Tyler Krieger. Our opening faceoff is brought to you by Miller Lite, and we are underway. Pointers control the draw and dump it in. Comes to the side of the net here on the near side. They'll clear it out. Guerra with it. He'll send it ahead in deep. Guerra around Ryan Wagner to the far corner. And it is Stevens Point trying to dig it out. It is McLean popping it to the near side. They'll come back at center ice, just out of the reach of Brennan Miller. Back to get it is Corey Dennis. Dennis, near side to Dante Hahn. Hahn up the wall on the far side. Pointers on the forecheck free it up, but Hahn gets it back. Through the neutral zone he comes. He'll wheel to the far side. Shot there is jammed off by Stevens Point. And it's Brandon McReynolds, I believe, in there for Stevens Point. He will chase after it. And up the round on the near side, actually Ryan McKellar. And it is Cole Pickup will come, jammed toward the side of the net. Stevens Point will try to force it up here. Big pile up on the far side as down in a heap is a pointer with a couple of Falcons, but Concordia able to get it back. Another big hit through the neutral zone, loose on the near side. Atkins fires it deep for Concordia. Ryan McKellar giving chase to the far corner. McKellar around to the near side, and he will poke it ahead to Colin Raver. Raver ahead to Luke McElhaney. McElhaney fires a shot. Shot block. Rebound comes. Dieter will cover it up. Full disclosure here, folks. These special jerseys are impossible to read, so
they're not easy.
We will do our best here.
Yes, we will. Absolutely have to remind ourselves how everyone.
It was the big joke in the room in the office here. Everybody laughing at me until I saw him.
Oh goodness!
Oh boy! This shows how well you know your team by how they skate.
Yeah, how
right?
they skate exactly.
It doesn't. You know. It also doesn't help that the line blender has been full effect here for a couple of weeks.
Correct.
So usually you can figure it out. Who knows? 18:41 to go here in a scoreless first period. Face off to the left side of Bo Dieter. We get a false start here as Pickup came in early, so they'll boot and he'll step in to take the face off. Now it comes right back out. Shot fired, went just wide, maybe a little redirect. Pointers try to get to the rebound on the near side. They'll try to send it back in deep, and it's at the half wall in the near side. Near corner, bumped off the play. Stevens Point with it. Half wall scrum for it. McElhaney waiting for it. Can't come up with it. McElhaney tries to feed it ahead, and instead it goes back behind the net to Hahn. Qualiata on the far side tries to get a stick on it. Qualiata out there with McElhaney skating back. Brandon McReynolds off. They'll come near side, and it's Danny Corrali that will charge in. Corrali on the near side, centering pass in front. McElhaney with a shot, goes back behind the net. McReynolds will set up in front of the net, comes out high. They'll chip it right down low. Had a chance there, but couldn't pull the trigger. Now around to the far corner it goes. It's McReynolds reversing in the far corner. He will call for it. Up Wilson Northey up out of the far side with a heavy hit there to try to free it up. Luke Cruiser for the Concordia University Falcons, I believe out of Wisconsin Rapids on their roster there. So in the lineup for the Falcons as Cruiser, the sophomore, played his junior hockey with the New Ulm Steel in the North American NA3. Near corner, Stevens Point will dump it in and give chase. Behind the net they'll go. They'll try to feed it up. And around to the far corner, they'll let it go. Near corner. They'll send it right back around again. Not much. Carter Rue had a reach for it, but out of his reach. Now through the neutral zone, chip down. After it for Stevens Point, Austin Kelly. Just out of his reach. Pointers will sling it back around again. Up on the far side, into the neutral zone they come. This is Austin Kelly. Kelly. Far corner he goes. And tried to center it to Brennan Miller. Nothing there. Miller reaches for it on the far side. Now it's Kelly O'Brien chipping it free. O'Brien, Miller, and Kelly doing the heavy lifting here. Now they'll go behind the net. They try to center it, and now they'll dump it deep once again. Right to the side of the net. Behind the net, defender goes down. That allows Stevens Point to keep it. They'll try to jam it. Near side, now they'll feed it again. They'll reset along the wall on the near side. Falcons intercept back the other way they come. Onto the right wing, it is Brandon McKinnon. McKinnon stood up out high in the zone. They'll come into the near corner. Behind the net, they tried a little jam job to the near side. That went wide. Stevens Point back the other way. Cutting to the left wing, this is Colin Raver with some speed. He'll blow in front of the net. Dieter made a save, and Dieter gave Colin Raver a little whack to the shins for his effort. Now Raver out of midair jams it back into the near corner. Loose in the near corner, 16:05 to go in a scoreless first period. Side of the net, Stevens Point will control it. They'll spin it, man open, couldn't get it. Bad angle shot, Dieter a save, rebound, jam free, and the Pointers will dig it out once again. Down into the near corner it goes. They'll try to jam it out in front of the net, and slung around here on the near side. Qualiata will hold it in and send it back deep once again. Around to the far corner. They'll play with it there. They'll go again, centering pass through. That's blocked off by Concordia here, and a pretty good chance by Colin Raver up the middle. And it comes back to Zach. Zach who will come ahead. He'll go with McElhaney on the far side. McElhaney waits. Back to Zach coming in front. Shot. Dieter got just a piece of it, and it went to the far corner. Good chance there by Stevens Point. Guerra flying back the other way in the right wing. He's steered aside by Stevens Point in the defensive zone. Jams right to the side of the net. Comes out. Stevens Point will get it and clear it out. Boy, Hefty thought about coming in after that, but then realized it would have been an odd man rush back the other way. Now poked down in the far side and still loose in the neutral zone. Spinning his way out there is Carter Rue to try to get to it. Back the other way comes Concordia to the right wing. Hahn. Shot blocked through the skates of a defender. Chipped around to the near side. Hefty will hold it on the near side. Lucas Hefty. It is Danny Corrali giving chase for Stevens Point in the far corner. And, boy, a two-man takedown in the far corner. That could have gone either way. They'll let him play on. Concordia holds the zone and sends it in. Corrali with it in the far corner. He will skate out. He'll lift a home run pass ahead for McReynolds. Just out of his reach. Dieter will watch it go by. We'll get a whistle and an icing call here. 14:35 to go here in the first period. Again, if you're just tuning in, especially if you're on the video stream, Pointers wearing special edition jerseys tonight. They're up for auction. Download the Dash Auction app and search for UW Stevens Point. Bidding will be in place through 9:15 here tonight. And again, all the proceeds to benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition. Face off to the right side of Ryan Wagner. It is loose back behind the Stevens Point net. Qualiata will come out with it. He's got to get nifty with it, but turn the puck over. Concordia with it. They'll come. Atkins with a shot. Ryan Wagner with a shoulder save. So that's his first save as a Pointer, and fought that one down and able to chip it back the other way. On the left wing, it's Carter Rue after it. Rue waiting for it. Wilson Northey joining the play as well. Wes Ashley on the far side. Jake Tice out there. They'll slide it back through. It's Kelly ahead to Tice. Tice carries it in on the far side. Jake Tice with a shot. Dieter will kick that one aside. Rebound to the near side. Kept deep by Stevens Point. Up the wall on the near side. They send it back deep. Tice battling for it. Now they'll come. Centering pass right in front for Northey. Just missed him. A blasting shot coming in. Dieter with a save. He will hang on. 13:45 to go here in the first period. Is that Austin Kelly firing it from up top?
Yeah, Austin Kelly playing a little bit of the point tonight. With Wes Ashley, we've seen all positive, I guess, is we've seen all 6 defensemen get a shift here. And last night we didn't see Mikey Butcher or Kellen Theraldson very much, if at all. They both have a shift early on tonight here.
All right, it is a centering pass here by Stevens Point. Is intercepted by Concordia. Pointers on the forecheck again. Wilson Northey runs into one of his own teammates, and a puck up high. I think everybody's all right here.
Luke okay?
Oh boy, DJ Luke took one here. Yep. Looks like everybody's okay down there, so worse for wear. Big thumbs up, all right, so no worse for wear. Always got to keep your head on a swivel, right, Sean?
Yeah, absolutely.
13:32 to go in the first. Shots are 4-1 in favor of Stevens Point. Near corner, Stevens Point looking to jam out, and still not there. Brennan Miller with it. He will send it deep back behind the net. And I believe this is Zach Zeck. We'll get it. Corrali will join the play now. And behind the net they go again. Miller still with it. Tried to chip it up the far wall. Intercepted by Concordia, but gloved down on a nice play at the point. And kept in. Here's Stevens Point. Maybe an odd man rush coming toward the net. Shot. Oh, just missing. Rebound shot off the side of the net on the near side. I think that hit the post along the ice on the outside of the net on the near side. But a good chance there for Brennan Miller and Zach Zeck. All right, here is Barker ahead behind. Picard coming in, backhanded shot. Blocker save made by Ryan Wagner. Comes out, rolling ahead. Back the other way comes Stevens Point. It is Kelly O'Brien with a man toward the front of the net. Backhanded shot swept wide. And held in at the far side. Kelly O'Brien with a shot. Pad save made by Dieter. Raver off the bench in a change. And sent deep now. Bouncing puck. Wagner will calm it down. And I believe that's Jordan Fader out there. Or is it Colin Raver?
Colin Raver, Tom.
Colin Raver. And we'll come around, whistle and an icing call, right?
No, they just waved it off really late, Tommy.
For whatever reason, Pointers gave up on the play, and they'll spin it around. Now centering pass, that's broken up again. Back the other way comes Stevens Point. And a whistle and a slashing call coming up here.
Or it's going to be hooking on... Slashing or a hook, whatever you want, on Carter Rue coming through the neutral zone as Eric Thom makes the call.
All right.
So hooking, it will go, and the Pointers will be off to their first power play of the night.
It is. Andre Butchko will go off. And It's a Goose on Main power play here for the Pointers. 11:59 to go in the first, still scoreless. Sean, could you envision any more of a nightmare? Coach throws the torpedo system in.
Yep.
And jerseys you can't read. So
we're up against it tonight, Tom.
Everybody's up against it.
Yes.
So, who knows? Side of the net they go. Colin Raver's centering pass. Comes around to the near side. It's out high. Drew McLean with it. He'll feed it far side to McElhaney. Shot up high. Shoulder save made by Dieter. Into the roof. We'll get a whistle. So hooking the call, and well, Sean, when you're in kind of a funk like this, you got to get your goaltending to pick up. Special teams can go a long way to building some momentum.
Oh, absolutely. Just ask the Falcons of UW River Falls, Tommy. They have a plus 35% penalty power play, and they're rolling right now.
Yep. All right, here is Stevens Point. McElhaney will bring it in. Looks for Logan Fredericks. Nothing there. Instead, carves it off to the near side. Poke checked away there by Brandon Picard of the Falcons. That's center ice. And now we got Logan Fredericks and Pickup on the near side tied up together. Fredericks will go right to the front of the net. Takes a pass, goes to a backhand, pulled it just wide. To the near corner it goes. Minute 35 remaining in the Goose on Main power play. McLean from the point. Cross ice pass to McElhaney. He'll go down low for Raver. Raver back out high to McElhaney. Near side to McReynolds. McReynolds out high. One-time shot by McLean. Pad save made. Rebound shot. Dieter with another save. Puck rolling out toward the far side. Pointers will hold it in. McLean feeds it down. Feeds it back to the near side to McReynolds. Backdoor shot. Dieter, what a save. Rebound loose. Pointers really working the puck well. Dieter came post to post with a pad save.
Yeah, love this power play line, Tommy. Great puck movement, making Bo Dieter move from post to post. Almost scored there.
Zach Zeck now after it. Under a minute to go in the Goose on Main power play for the Pointers. 10:50 to go in a scoreless first period. Now here, this could be shorthanded breakaway back the other way. Nick Gainey after it on the near side, but it's too deep. So he will come around. He'll put the brakes on and eat it up in the near corner. He's going to shoot it all the way back down into their own end here, and they'll ride some penalty time here. So Concordia will fire it ahead, bouncing puck in on Wagner. He'll turn that aside, and Zach back to get it. He's got a defender all over him, flips it to the near side. Back the other way they go. Kelly O'Brien on the left wing. Chopped out of him, got it back. He'll come to the net, fires it in front, went back door. Danny Corrali had come up and couldn't pull the trigger. Now they'll bring it back near side. Zach with it, floats it in front. Kind of a weak pass. Now they'll come right back in front. What a save by Dieter. On the back door was Carter Rue, and he tried to jam it home. Zek with it, feeds it ahead off the far wall to O'Brien. He'll get it deep, up on the wall on the far side, go to the far corner, spins back. Now it's back at full strength. Shot, hit the crossbar. Jake Tice labeled one up, and it hit the crossbar. Or was it Qualiata? Either way, had Tice going to the net. Now Pointers bring it out in the near side, and they'll go backdoor again. Too hot to handle. Racing off the bench. Stevens Point will control it and poke it ahead behind the net. Try to get a body on it. Near side. McKellar racing off the bench to hold it in. He'll flip it deep around to the far side. Jake Tice will win a foot race to get there. He'll send it deep for McKellar. McKellar, far corner. And around they go. Austin Kelly will try to hold it in for Stevens Point on the near side. And loose in the near corner it goes. Concordia with it, lead pass ahead. Boy, if they would have let that go to Cruiser, he would have been able to get it deep, but instead they rim it in deep and loose in the near corner. Wes Ashley back to get it for Stevens Point. He'll feed it to the far corner. Now ahead it goes, almost poke free to Jordan Fader. Now Cruiser with it, shot, that's deflected. It'll go up into the roof and out of play. Pointer Hockey brought to you by the Stevens Point Brewery. Brewers of exceptional beer for over 160 years, proud to support the Pointers.
Good power play, Tommy, for the Pointers.
They really moved the puck well. That's the best. That might be the best puck movement we've seen in the power play all year.
Very good life there. Nice job. That second power play line really did a nice job moving the puck around, trying to find that backdoor play. Almost rung a power play goal up a couple times. Good start to the Pointer power play.
And hit a crossbar to boot. So,
heads up.
We'll see up in the far side. Everybody all right over there? We'll get a whistle. 8:58 to go here in the first period. We are still scoreless here. Shots 7-2 in favor of Stevens Point. Well, Sean, exactly what you want to do when you got a goaltender in for his first career start.
You bet.
Keep the puck in the other end of the ice as much as you can. Long shot comes through. Wagner with a save. Left a rebound up. And I tell you what, you fellas got to play in front of him too. Left a rebound out there, and they cleared it out nicely. Wilson Northey with it, chipped it ahead. Qualiata sends it back. A little too hot to handle. A little helter-skelter. It'll come to center ice. McReynolds will poke it free. Pointers had to stay onside. Wilson Northey. Now it hits, comes back. Now they wait, trying to feed it to Qualiata. Instead, they'll accelerate on the near side. Here comes McElhaney with it. He'll feed it in front, hit a defender, and stayed on the near side. Tried to center it, but it stuck to the ice on the near side. Point will get it. Zach Zeck pulls it out of midair off the far wall. Sends it back the other way. Thomas Dyball with it. And he'll throw it cross ice to Lucas Hefty. Falcons ahead. Chopped in on the far side. Will go deep. All kinds of speed here from Corey Dennis. Or I take that back. It's Jim Pearson hustling ahead. And a far side, Guerra will carry it in. A long shot fired. That goes wide through to the near side. 7:50 to go here in the first. All right, it is Ryan McKellar dragging it in on the near side. Picked up by two defenders and pokes free. Here comes Nick Guerra back the other way. Guerra through a check, but coming over to cover nicely. And what do we get here? Penalty call coming up here against the Falcons, right?
It's going to be a power play for the Falcons, Tommy, as Colin Raver hooked down Guerra coming in. So the Falcons will go to the power play for the first time tonight. We'll run the numbers for the Falcons power play. 5 of 36, 13.9%, 6th in the NCHA, 53rd overall. They were 0 for 2 against Bethel last night. Penalty kill numbers for the Pointers, 33 of 38, 86.6%. That's 6th in the WIAC and 27th overall in the country on the penalty kill for the Pointers.
7:39 to go here in a scoreless first period. Barker feeds it near side and tipped away. Austin Kelly tried to get it, and they'll send it back in. Stevens Point will gain possession of it, and Stephen Qualiata will coast around in his own end. Now flips it ahead. Austin Kelly will chip it in the zone. And Austin Kelly played it in. Didn't really have to because the Pointers are on the penalty kill here. All right, Barker on the right wing comes across. He'll label it to the far corner. And they send it right back to him in the near corner. Stevens Point sends a body in to try to dig it out. Comes loose, pick up with it. Feeds it far side. Had a shot, but nothing there. Boy, Barker coming in now. They'll load it up far side. They'll go backdoor in front. Shot and a goal. Chipped it right side of the net. Nick Gainey will get credit for a power play goal. 6:57 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Concordia.
Yeah, worked that power play real nicely. Backdoor. Went backdoor first. A little boxed and won by Concordia. And was able to find Guerrera on the back, or Gainey rather, on the back door to flip it over Wagner, and it's 1-0 Concordia.
All right, so third time this year that an opponent has scored first against Stevens Point. Off the face-off, controlled by Stevens Point, but chopped past a defender, so McElhaney's got to go back behind his own net to get it. Here on the near side, chipped out finally, gathering it back in. They'll push it ahead. Here comes McElhaney. McElhaney on the near side with Wilson Northey back the other way. They'll flip it. Here comes Qualiata, fires a shot, hit a body in front of the net, and up and out of play. 6:38 to go here in the first period. Nick Gainey, a power play goal from Dante Hahn. At 13:03. .638 to go here in the first. Off the face-off. Pointers label a shot. That's by Kelly O'Brien, and Bo Dieter with an easy glove save.
Yeah, made a save there, Tom. We'll get another offensive zone face-off. Again, shots on goal. The Pointers have gotten the offense going. And the special teams comes back to haunt them a little bit here in the first period. Oh, good glove save.
Another right glove save right off the face-off. They'll work it again.
That good face-off win by Austin Kelly. And he had Kelly O'Brien right at the top of the circle on the far side. Just one time a good shot. Even better glove save by Bo Dieter.
Now they'll come again. And it'll come Qualiata with a shot that Dieter never saw. This one went wide. O'Brien right in front of the net. Can't center it to him. Now they give it to him. He'll pick a shot, hit the crossbar again. Now it's Qualiata, another shot coming in. He'll reach for it. Boy, Pointers are snake-bitten right now. Got to battle through it. Dieter will come out to play it, and he'll play it to the far wall. They try to sweep it out. Might be an odd man rush, but the Pointers on the back check. Nice job to pick it up. What, 3 posts so far here?
3 posts in the first period.
Far side, it's Concordia. They'll bring it in, set it up, poked away. They'll come walking right through again. Big hit through the middle, freed it up. It'll come, far side shot. Pass Pad save made there by Ryan Wagner. Corey Dennis teed that one up. Now they'll clear it out, or tried to clear it out ahead. They will. They'll sweep it. It's a 4-on-2 maybe for the Pointers. Here's McLean leading the charge. Fires a shot. Dieter with a pad save to the near corner. He'll feed it up the wall in the near side for Jake Tice. Now comes right back to him. Half ball on the near side. Austin Kelly. I don't know if he took a slash or whatever. He comes hobbling to the Pointer bench. Wagner will play it up ahead for Colin Raver. Raver had his stick tied up and intercepting it. Braden Barker. He will send it deep. Wagner stops it. Pointers back with it on the near side. They'll try to feed it back through to the middle, and this is dangerous, but Luke McElhaney comes with it. Here's a 3-on-2. Raver to the front of the net. Here's McKellar coming back. He'll try to slide it back through, but kind of a half backhand and a half pass that Dieter got a pad on. So McElhaney brings it right back again. They'll dump it again. Back to McElhaney down low. He'll roll it right through. Open net. Pointers couldn't get a shot off. Now back it's Wes Ashley. Blew a tire. Able to get back to his feet. He'll poke it ahead. Turn it over to Cruiser. This is a 3-on-none shot and a goal. It does not get any easier than that. Brandon Picard is going to get credit for it. 4:48 to go in the first. 2-0 Concordia.
Yeah. Turnover at your defensive blue line as Wes Astley tried to clear the puck without looking, and it went right to the Concordia offense, and they went in on a 3-on-none easy slam dunk goal, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0 Concordia. Goodness.
All right, it is Corrali that brings it in. Quick centering pass. Dieter with a save. They'll jam for it to the net. Mad scramble for it. Pointers still dig for it. And Concordia comes away with it, and it's a 3-on-1 back the other way again. Gainey to the front of the net. Coming in. Shot. Wagner turns that one aside. Needed a big save, and you got it. Cleared out on the far side. Now it's Carter Rue chasing after it here on the near side. A big shoulder there to free it up. But Concordia sends it back in. High sticking penalty coming up here against the Pointers, as it is Concordia that will tip it. So an interference call either way. Sean, you're down 2-0, and you're going back on the penalty kill.
It's a good. As it'll be Danny Corrali. A Pointer actually flipped the puck the length of the ice, and Tony Lancette saw that and gave the a little bit of a warning to the bench. Could have saw a 10-minute misconduct go there. So 1-for-1 are the Falcons on the power play so far this evening.
So Corrali on an interference call, and he's very lucky he didn't get a second.
Well, he could have got a 10
for the high, and a 10 to boot. So we shall see. All right, Pointers rim it around on the kill. Maybe a shorty to get you back in it. All right, back the other way. A little stutter step move here, and the Pointers are off sides in the play, so they're content to just dump it into the near corner. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Pointers are trailing 2-0. Hahn ahead, fights his way to the red line. Hahn now to Guerra on the near side. Guerra out high. Barker with it at the point. They'll play catch with it. Cole pickup with it now. He'll skate it into the near corner, goes toward the front of the net, nothing there. Now a long shot fired in, bouncing puck comes through, rebound shot, a goal. Came right back to him again. It is Nick Gainey. Another power play goal. It's 3-0 Concordia.
And that's Gainey's second of the night, Tommy. He scored on the first power play. So 2 power plays for Nick Gainey, and it's 3-0 Stevens Point.
3:37 to go. All right. Well, if you weren't up against it,
you're up against it now.
All right, Kelly O'Brien will bring it in. O'Brien pulls it back, looks to center it, nothing there. Loose in the near corner, bouncing puck. Stevens Point will gain possession of it. Almost vital to get at least one here, Sean, before the end of the period.
Oh, absolutely.
Behind the net, they'll scrum for it, slide it around to the far corner, past Zach Qualiata will play it. Qualiata right into the midsection. That's actually Austin Kelly on the far side. And Concordia sends it ahead. Ryan Wagner hustles to get it. Keeps it away, but sends it right to one of the Falcons. Shot coming in, and Wagner somehow makes a save. The Pointers are on the ropes here, Sean, and we have a long way to go. Here's Kelly O'Brien in with Brennan Miller. Kelly O'Brien comes, power move to the net, will come in. They'll jam for it, still loose. I think the net's off, and 2:48 to go here. We'll get a whistle and a face-off in the Concordia end.
Yeah, nice job by Kelly O'Brien to use that big frame, go to the net hard, and try to flip it over Bo Dieter. Bo keeps his skate tight to that far post and makes the save. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off here for Stevens Point.
All right off the draw, shot up high, Dieter with a save, and Wilson Northey was there.
That play has worked very well for the Pointers here tonight, where they're winning that face-off right to the forward on top of the face-off circle, and they're getting a pretty good shot. Wilson Northey this time. We saw Kelly O'Brien a few minutes ago do that a couple times, and here's another shot.
Yep, right off the draw, sent around the back side of the net. Deflected on the way through. They'll try to get it right in front. Shot, Dieter with a save, and the rebound goes back behind the net. They'll jam for it again. It comes out high. Jake Tice trying to get there, and it's Wilson Northey getting it, and he'll send it back deep again. Behind the net it goes. Pointers will try to dig it out, and they'll send it to the near corner. Tice looks to center. He'll shed it from a defender. Now try to wrap around. Now chipped it out to the far side toward Wilson Northey. They'll play a two-man game with it here, and still loose in the far corner. They look to send it deep again. Wes Ashley will pinch in from the near side to keep it going. Behind the net to Tice. They jam it in front. Tried to get free for a shot, but an alert stick by a defender. Tied up that time. Zach Zeck on the play and couldn't get a clean shot off. Michael Haney will feed it back. And now here's a play read by Jordan Fader of the Pointers. He'll send it back in. Minute 45 to go in the first period. Bouncing puck, pinballing through. Pointers couldn't get a shot off. And Thomas Dyball with it. Bouncing puck, bounces out of the zone under Qualiata. And it's Drew McLean back the other way. They'll feed it back to the middle. Jordan Fader with it, pokes it ahead. Here comes Logan Frederickson, firing a shot. Dieter with a save. Kicks it down into the near corner. Minute 20 to go here. Pointers still swarming. And it is. Turn shot deflected, and that goes up into the corner. Dieter might have got a piece of that with the paddle. Minute 15 to go. Stevens Point now to the far corner. Little puck possession push here by the Pointers and a couple of good chances, but so far Concordia weathering the storm. Coming up on a minute to go in the opening period. Pointers trail it 3-0. Qualiata back, dumps it to Corrali. Corrali, long outlet pass ahead. Colin Raver looks to send it deep. And cleared back out the other way. Picard chasing after it. And it is Corrali. Should have been interference, but a long shot fired in, redirected wide. Comes to Colin Raver. Blew a tire. Now he'll come ahead into the right wing. They'll bring it in. Here comes Stevens Point. Long shot fired. Dieter with a save. No rebound. 34 seconds remaining here in the opening period.
Jason Wise, you could hear him saying that's interference on Danny Corrali. He wasn't wrong, as he did not play the puck, played the man, and very luckily, he did not go to the box for the second time in the period. 34.7 seconds remaining here in the period, and it's the Falcons up 3-0.
Shot and redirected, went just wide. Fooled Dieter a bit. Now it'll come over to the far side. Well, you could have argued that's a slash, but they'll let him play on. Behind Wes Ashley, Cruiser coming in. Diving effort by Wes Ashley to clear it out to the near side to prevent a breakaway for Luke Cruiser. Ahead, McLean carries it in, tries to drag it through a defender, got it back. He'll go to the end board, 10 seconds remaining in the period. And it is cleared out down the length of the ice here by the Falcons. We'll get a whistle and an icing call, 3 seconds remaining in the period.
Good hustle job by Austin Kelly to get back and force that icing call. He'll get one last chance here for the Pointers with an offensive zone faceoff. And you look at the shots on goal in favor of the Pointers, 16-9, but where it counts, you're down 3 rip. You give up 2 power play goals in the first period here, and you're really behind the 8 ball.
Off the face-off into the near corner, that'll do it. 20 minutes in the books, and man, oh man, you talk about a team that's snake-bitten, Sean.
Yeah,
20 minutes in there, and
you hit 3 crossbars.
3 crossbars came through, and boy, just cannot get anything going. And I thought at times controlled the pressure pretty well and went back and forth. But
when you're when you're able to get the puck in, Tommy, there's room for the Pointers in front of the goaltender to get that offense going. It just haven't been able to solve Bo Dieter at this point yet.
He's made some big saves, and when you did beat him, he's getting help from every piece of iron on both sides. So as they'll go in and come in, it's a 3-0 deficit here for the Pointers in period number 1, as we're joined by Pointers assistant coach Ethan Strunk. Coach. things are a little funky for your fellas right now, and maybe that 20 minutes in a microcosm is you outshoot them by a healthy amount. You hit 3 or 4 posts, but you give up a couple power play goals, and you're up against it here.
Yeah, we are, and it comes back down to going on the PK there. They scored one on the very first one, and they got one on the second one, so we know we can't go in the box, and we've told the guys before the game that we can't do that either, and it's just how it's going right now.
Yeah. Concordia, what are they seizing their opportunities on here? Is it, kind of more the same? When there's a turnover, they're making it pay, right?
Yeah, well, I think we limited our odd man rushes tonight compared to last night, which is good, but I think just giving them the power plays is what's hurting us.
And you got a goaltender like Bo Dieter who seems to have it against the Pointers. You got to keep going with the offense. Puck possession, you had it, and you got some good chances. There's room in front of that goaltender, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. And you've seen there we had a couple posts, and we missed a couple that should have been goals. So I think the guys just need to bear down a little bit too here. I think everyone's grabbing their sticks a little tight after last night's game and the way the season's going right now. So we're just not getting those bounces yet, but I believe they're gonna come soon here.
Well, Wags battled through a little nerves there, made a couple of big saves.
Yeah, he did.
He's just got to ease into it, right?
Yeah, he's got to ease into it, like you said, and he kind of got left out to dry there on those two, right?
Exactly.
So I don't think we're gonna blame him on those, but he just needs to keep playing.
I think everybody's got to be better flat out across the board.
Exactly.
That's the best way
From
to put it,
one end of the door, one end of the bench to the other end, everyone's got to be better.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Pointers assistant coach Ethan Strong. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a first period recap. Concordia leading Stevens Point by a score of 3-0. We'll come back and have more from Willett Arena after this timeout here on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience with first-class service. And with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, our first intermission. Stevens Point is trailing Concordia University of Wisconsin by a count of 3-0. Shots in that first period were 16-9 in favor of the Pointers. But I tell you what, Concordia cashes in with a pair of power play goals. The first one, and boy, Sean, these goals all came in a 3-minute span of the first period. Nick Gainey, a power play goal at 13:03 from Dante Hahn and Braden Barker, made it 1-0. Brandon Picard from Luke Cruiser at 15:12 made it 2-0, and then Gainey again on the power play. They're saying unassisted at 16:23 is the Concordia 3-0 lead here. Power plays, Concordia 2 for 2. Stevens Point 0 for 1. Sean, Pointers 16 shots on goal. They attempted 26 shots in the first period. That's exactly what you want to see things doing, right?
Well, and that's exactly what the offense in this system really calls for, is getting shots, getting pucks in deep, going to work offensively. That generally works right in the bread and butter of the Pointers. Just unfortunate, not any good puck luck, I guess you could say, as they hit 3 crossbars. And Bo Dieter makes some big saves, especially on that first power play opportunity, and you find yourself down 3-rip.
Yep, that you do. Other scores from today: Superior beats Chatham of Pennsylvania 3-1, so their Eastern trip successful. They get a sweep there. Eau Claire is in the championship game of the Prime Link at Plattsburgh. They have a 4-1 lead over Middlebury. They are just into the third period. Stevenson gets a sweep over NCHA teams after beating St. Norbert yesterday. They beat Lawrence this afternoon 8-3, and St. Norbert responds after losing to Stevenson yesterday with an 8-2 win there. WIAC women, 6th-ranked Eau Claire beat 5th-ranked Elmira today in a game at Lake Forest 2-0. And let's see, River Falls is playing out east in the Cardinal Panther Classic at Middlebury, and River Falls falling to the top-ranked team in the country, Plattsburgh, by a score of 3-1. And Sean, a big win for the Pointer men's basketball team today. They're in Newport News, Virginia. They trailed Wilmington College. Let's see here, by 19 points in the second half. Ethan Bublitz, a career-high 28 points. Most importantly, 18 of 18 from the free throw line. He hit a free throw with under a couple seconds left, and the Pointers go to 4-0 and get a 70-69 win on the road. That's awesome. How you draw it up, right?
Yep, absolutely, yes. Right.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Amy Marcotte from the Portage County Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition will join us. It's the Puck Suicide Night here. We'll talk with her and get the details on all of that coming up. Stevens Point trailing Concordia 3-0. We'll come back and have more. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
Your family's safety is important, and with winter driving coming, Sherrill Tire and Service can help. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers can help with new tires and a pre-season tune-up, so your entire vehicle is winter ready. Sherrill Tire and Service, Plover, Stevens Point, Weston, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Medford, and online at SherrillTire.com.
Sherrill Tire and Service, get your car done right.
Join the Pointers on Saturday as they host Concordia University as they puck suicide. The Pointers will wear suicide awareness jerseys that are now up for auction, with all proceeds to benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Download the Dash Auction app and bid on your favorite Pointers jersey. Bids will close Saturday night at 9:15. Bid at home or at the game on your mobile app. Get your game tickets in advance at the UWSP ticket office or online at tickets.uwsp.edu.
The Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition of Portage County is made up of compassionate professionals in our community that provide resources for suicide prevention, support for loss survivors, and hope for those who may be struggling with mental health issues.
Strength.
Strength.
Strength. Courage.
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 Support.
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 Faith.
Hope.
Have the courage to stop the stigma. Be the voice, provide the strength, feel the support.
And for those of you listening on the radio end of things, that is a wonderful public service announcement put together by area first responders, police, fire, and other members of the Portage County Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Coalition. As we are joined now, it is Amy.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Amy is with us, a member of the coalition here. It's the Pointers Annual Cause Night, and a different one this year, which they always like to do a nice community-based night. Mm-hmm. So it is some special jerseys that my only complaint so far tonight, we can't read the numbers. So they're really nifty, but, you know. So
it's a scoreboard that counts.
It is, exactly. That is right. Is Amy, the coalition that you do is probably a wonderful example of public health in our community. It is people from all walks of life coming together for a common cause. Tell us kind of how about the coalition came about and
Sure.
what you're working on.
Yeah, we've actually been in existence for almost 15 years now, I think. And it kind of started with a little group that could. We got a grant and we just kind of ran with things. And we have so many members from different walks of professions. We have therapists like myself. I'm a mental health therapist. We have people at Portage County Health and Human Services. We have Ascension. We have firefighters, police officers. We have so many individuals on this coalition, teachers. All kinds of folks that just really care about preventing suicide and getting mental health awareness issues out into our community and trying to make things better and reduce stigma, most importantly as well.
No, and there's a lot of different stigmas, aren't there?
Oh my goodness, yes.
You know, I mean, this is not something that affects just, men in their 40s, or, I mean, it is across the board. You're seeing young teens, you're seeing children, you're seeing men, women, across the board.
All of it, yes.
Affected somehow by mental illness and suicide.
Absolutely. It's across the board. And, we have amazing activities happening in our area schools. We have community events, such as in the fall we have a Walk for Hope, which is an awareness walk, and for some a memory walk for those of us that have experienced suicide in our lives, of our loved ones or people in our lives. We also have different educational events throughout the year that we inform people about different types of issues with suicide prevention, mental health awareness, things like that.
I think one of the neat things or neat programs that's out there is the question, persuade, refer training that is out there, and
Right.
really the whole basis of that is trying to get as many people as possible to just be aware of what's going on with people around you, and what maybe some of the warning signs are that someone may be suffering from a mental health issue, be it depression, anxiety, or whatever.
Yep.
That at its core is really what you guys are after, isn't it?
Yes, and we try and get that information out to really any group that is interested, because if we can save one person, we've done our job.
I think here in recent years, a lot of those stigmas have been broken through. People seem to be there. There seems to be a willingness now for people to at least entertain the idea that they may have maybe suffering, and willing to talk and reach out to people. So that's a big step forward, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think that mental illness, the place that we want to get is that it's going to be as commonly talked about as a common cold.
Yeah.
It's a part of who we are. It's a part of every human being has mental health. It's just, some of us get stuck in those negative places and it turns into mental illness.
And that's what makes evenings like tonight, so important. We've been watching along here. The bids are coming in really good for these jerseys.
Absolutely.
To be able to increase resources for the community. It's one thing to get a person who may be willing to come forward, but then you got to be able to provide the services to them, and that's filling a critical need that you guys are taking the forerun on here with some fundraising.
Absolutely. These funds are going to help us do so many different awareness events and so many different things. And our goal is to put these funds to good use, get some stigma reduced, and continue our efforts and really eliminate suicide in Portage County and make it truly a mental health friendly community.
What do you think, what's your message to get out there to people here? That I know you have some resources available by phone or by web or
Yes.
whatever. What are some of the resources that are out there for people that may be kind of floating on that line of,
Sure.
I think I might need some help. Who can I reach out to?
Sure, if they need immediate help, and it is like a crisis, they should always call law enforcement, of course. However, if they need a warm support line or they're just not sure what they need, they can always call the Portage County Crisis Line, which is 1-866-317-9362. Also, there's a National Suicide Prevention Hotline, which is 1-800-273-TALK. And then also you can find a lot of different resources and things that our coalition is doing at suicidepreventionportagecounty.org.
I think the other thing too is the time of the season that we're in, the holidays. It's tough for people one way or another that may have lost a loved one or are dealing with some issues. The holidays are not an easy time for people, are they?
It can be very tough, and that's why it's so important to reach out.
And I think it's also important, you might get around with your family that you don't normally see the rest of the year, to have a discussion, talk about these things, and really be that awareness within your own family.
Absolutely. We just had an event here. It's called Talk About It. And it was actually a taco eating contest. But it's, again, talk about it. That it's like, they should be able to talk about it just like we talk about tacos.
So, again, it's suicidepreventionportagecounty.org. All kinds of information there. I know the walk in the fall, right?
Yep, the walk in the fall.
And you do other educational things throughout the year.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And it's always on our website, too. It tells you what's coming up soon and where you can locate us. And if you're interested in being part of the coalition, by all means, go on the website.
You don't have to be an official person from somewhere. You could be a concerned community people that, get people talk, right?
Someone with lived experience and that cares about squashing this issue is always welcome at our table.
Excellent. Well, Amy, thanks for partnering with the Pointers here. I know, outside of my complaint that I can't read the jerseys, that's the only bad thing I've heard so far.
Yeah, we need to get some shots on goals.
Absolutely,
and get these
yes. Get her going in the right direction. So, again, thanks for what you do for your community and the many partners that you do to make a difference truly here in Stevens Point, Portage County.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. 3-0, Concordia with the lead after one period. We'll come back and have more after this timeout. You're listening to Pointer Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network.
Hey, hockey fans, are you looking for a game changer when it comes to your
Thank
career?
you so much. Appreciate
With
it.
Skyward, not only are you joining a winning team, but you'll help put powerful data in the hands of leaders who shape the lives of over 6 million students. As a 2017-2018 Bubbler Award recipient, Skyward is one of the top 10 best places to work for young professionals, where innovation, collaboration, and fun are part of our culture. Right now, Skyward is hiring qualified people for programming and customer service positions. So make your next goal a career at Skyward by checking skyward.com/career.
That's right.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose. Oh no! no! So, urgent care? Yeah, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
Oh, Mom!
All right, back here at Willard Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean again. Sean, I'm just going through the Dash auction app here.
Yeah.
Connor Duffy's jersey has 8 bids. We've got bids all kinds of rolling in here as you go through. So again, it's the Dash Auction X. Kelly O'Brien, maybe the front runner here, $200 right now with 19 bids in on
That's
it.
awesome.
So, download the Dash Auction. Austin Kelly, the same thing. So we've got a bunch of bids going on here, and again, the bids open until 9:15 here tonight. So again, download the Dash Auction app from your mobile device. You can put reminders on there. If someone outbids you, it'll send you a reminder back there. You can do it, and so please do. And again, all of our proceeds benefit the Portage County Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Coalition. We thank Amy Marcotte for taking a couple of minutes. They do so much in the community here and come through. I know, as Coach Krieger said in the pregame, Mark Wick, the former coach at St. Scholastica, actually went through a mental health episode of himself. Got suspended from his job at St. Scholastica, ultimately lost his job, and has been out and about, advocating and talking to guys that the first step is to say, hey, I need some help. And that's not an easy thing to do.
And he's a great follow on Twitter, Tommy.
Yep.
He's going all over the Midwest, talking to hockey teams, men's and women's teams, and just getting the message out there. He does a great job of it, and hats off to him for going out there and making everybody aware, especially in this game. I think Coach Krieger hit it on the head, Tommy. This is a masculine game, and for someone to say that they're having a problem, this puts it out in the forefront. And hats off to the Pointers and everyone to make everyone aware of this health issue.
All right, we're going to take one more quick break, come back with second period action. Stevens Point trailing Concordia 3-0. This is Pointer Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
Taco Bell is a proud supporter of Pointers Athletics.
The Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition of Portage County is made up of compassionate professionals in our community that provide resources for suicide prevention, support for loss survivors, and hope for those who may be struggling with mental health issues.
Strength.
Strength.
Strength. Courage. Courage. Courage.
Support.
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 Faith.
Hope.
Have the courage to stop the stigma. Be the voice, provide the strength, feel the support.
Who have a lot of confidence right now. Knock them back a little bit. You got the shots, the offense is there, now you just got to bury.
All right, set to go here, and boy, full props to the Falcons. They've
power play
come out and punched you between the eyes here.
In a power play, Tommy, that was ranking at 6th in the NCHA and in the lower 50 in the country. Has come out and plugged 2.
Our second period opening faceoff is brought to you by Miller Lite. As Stevens Point will control the puck back the other way they come. Up the wall in the near side. Wes Ashley will feed it ahead. Kelly O'Brien now to Brendan Miller on the far side. Austin Kelly with it. Kelly out there with Miller and Kelly O'Brien. Far side, McLean sends it back around to the near side. And it is. Now they'll come back, try to kick it back to the middle. It comes back again. Brendan Miller with it again. Everybody's trying to make that extra pass right now,
shoot
Sean.
The puck, Tommy.
McLean feeds it back to Wes Ashley. Ashley up ahead, kicked off the skate of Zach Zeck. Ryan McKellar out there with Colin Raver. Raver coming in. He'll carry it in on the near side. Waits for Zeck to come in again. Ashley after it again on the far side. And it is Stevens Point with it, feeding it back to the near side. Stevens Point.
Point's got 6 guys
on the ice. And Concordia is going right back on the power play.
As you control the play there, Tom, and the Pointers get caught with 6 guys on the ice. A bad change as you have the offense going. So bench minor will go to the Pointers in a hot power play tonight. 2 for 2 are the Falcons so far. Will get their third opportunity.
All right, so face off 2. The right side. Is that Eli Billing? I totally missed
Eli,
this.
Tommy.
As Eli Billing has come in here. And we'll try to right the ship here. So, boy, I tell you what, certainly not Ryan Wagner's fault.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, so controlled it is. Concordia on the power play. Dennis looks to fire a shot, stolen away, and almost popped free by Luke McElhaney. Pointers are going to try to force something here on the kill. Dennis off near side. Dennis works it, and they're going to be very patient here too. Dennis coming through. Dennis near side. Out it'll come. McElhaney reaching for it. Nothing. Back to Dennis. He'll skate in, and they keep coming to the near side. Nothing there. Shot fired. Blocker save made by Eli Billing, and Stevens Point will get it and throw it the length of the ice.
Yep.
Minute 20 to go here. 18-20 to go in period 2. Have we seen the end of the torpedo here, Sean?
We'll see here in a second.
They're on the penalty kill here. Now Concordia chops it in. Billing out to play it. He'll play it to the far side. And the Falcons gather it in. Dennis near side feeds it. Half wall in the near side. They'll go deep. Picard leaves it in the near corner. Adkins reaching for it. Pearson. He'll come right to the side of the net. Right through the middle it goes. Poked away, and Austin Kelly will get it and flip it the length of the ice. 48 seconds remaining in the power play here for Concordia. They have a 3-0 lead early in the second period. Long way to go. Got to start chipping away. Dennis, far side. Dante Hahn. Hahn, far corner. Poked free there by Qualiata for the moment, and it slides right out to the middle. Barker coming, blasts a shot, and he missed the net. Might have gotten a piece of somebody on the way through, but it's Pickup that feeds it now in the far corner. Wilson Northey killing the penalty out here. Will survey it up. Back to the near side it comes. Barker comes back door. Too hot to handle. And 10 seconds to go. Now they come back near side. Barker with it. He'll go back door. Backhanded shot and a goal. Another power play goal. It is Dante Hahn, I believe. 3 for 3 on the power play are the Falcons, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 Stevens Point, and they got that cross-ice passing going. The first minute, the Pointers did a good job at keeping the puck all perimeter. And then the second half, the Pointers got away from it on the penalty kill, got back to that cross-ice passing, found the back door wide open for Hahn, and it's 4-0 Stevens Point, or it's 4-0 Concordia.
All right, so 17:09 to go. Ashley pushes it ahead. McKellar reaching for it, and McLean will pull it back. Ashley with it. He'll dump it deep. Around to the near side. McKinnon playing it for Concordia. He'll flip it up ahead in a 2-on-1 maybe, but it's intercepted by Ashley. And Concordia back near. It is Peter Kapik back near his own blue line. Stevens Point will get it. Here's McKellar in the near side. McKellar looks to center, bouncing back through. What a job by McLean to hold the zone and dump it back behind the net. McKellar after it for Stevens Point around to the near side. And it is Colin Raver now after it behind the net. Big hit there and freed the puck up into the far corner. Concordia wanted a penalty call, and Raver will now try to dig it out of the far corner. Now it's Jake Tice toward the front of the net. Bouncing puck comes. Carter Rue with a shot. Oh, Dieter with a save. Rebound chance by Tice. Pushed just wide. Another good chance for Stevens Point. And it is off the glass, and they try to blast it out, but Carter Rue drags it through, holds the zone, feeds it back. Fredericks coming down, forehand shot, pad save made by Bo Dieter again. Logan Fredericks with a good chance there. You're getting the chances here, Sean. 15:55 to go here. A stunned Willett Arena crowd. Now here's a bad turnover by Point, but a good recovery as it's blasted short there. Backdoor they come, nothing there. Stevens Point will get possession of it. Back the other way they skate. This is Zach coming back the other way with Fredericks. Long shot fired. Dieter with a save, and boy, Sean, Bo Dieter is feeling it.
Yeah, he's dialed in, Tommy. He's made 2 or 3 good saves here after the most recent goal by Concordia. And keeping a look at the system for the Pointers. Still going with a little bit more conventional, still going with the torpedo in spots here. Like this particular spot here, only Stephen Qualiata, the lone defenseman, out. Goal!
Shot and a goal.
Brendan Miller.
Boy, a big rebound left out there, Sean, and Brendan Miller buried it, and the Pointers get on the board.
Face-off win. We've been talking about how good the Pointers have been on the offensive zone face-offs tonight, and it was that same play that Brendan Miller was at the top of the far face-off dot. The face-off won by Zach right to Millsy. He keeps the puck along the ice, beats Dieter 5-hole, and it's 4-1, Concordia.
All right, for Brendan Miller, that's his third goal of the year. And you're on the board. Off the face-off, dumped in. Sean, you certainly have the firepower to get back in this one.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, far corner it goes. Now it's Qualiata after it. Qualiata, half ball in the far side. Zek will get the assist, kicked at, turned over, back the other way. Now Hahn will pick it up, can't get a shot off, swept in. It's Gainey after it. Dennis out high, fired a shot. There's a shot block, picked up by Kelly O'Brien. O'Brien skating ahead, tried to zip it ahead to Luke McElhaney, nothing there. Off the far glass, Pointers will get it, and they'll charge back the other way with Qualiata. He'll drag it in, flips it on the near side. He's got to take that to the net. They flip it up high, and it'll come all the way back down. Zek will get it. 14:50 to go in the second. Stevens Point trailing it at 4-1. Far side. Wes Ashley will wheel it in, taken away, back the other way. Look out here. Josh Adkins back 2-on-1 with pickup. Shot. Billing makes a save. Rebound cleared out. 14.5 to go. Dennis coming near side. Dumps it far corner. Stevens Point will get it. Wilson Northey in the neutral zone and the near side bumped. Can't get it free. It comes to Thomas Dyball, and he'll feed it ahead. And I'll tell you what, Falcons just will chip and chase here with a 3-goal lead. And content to do that easily. Back in the far corner, Hefty with it. Turns it around, pickup. Will feed it ahead. And coming right through to the middle, they'll walk through in. Big save made by Eli Billing as Jim Pearson goes into the end board hard. Stevens Point will get it, and back the other way they come. 3-on-2 developing. They'll flip it back to the far side in, and just a tick off sides as Drew McLean had the puck for a moment. 13:51 to go here in the second.
Nice find by Austin Kelly. Tommy to rely on Drew McLean coming in late, but just a tick off sides was Colin Raver right below us. Just a second offsides. Otherwise, it's Drew McLean coming in hard, all alone.
All right, it is Mikey Butcher out here for the Pointers. He will chip it ahead. Far side sent in deep. Butcher sends it deep. McKellar will give chase for it. Looks like he's out there with Stephen Qualiata at the moment.
Should be an icing.
And an icing call. No, it comes right in on the net. So Billings got to chip it aside. Up ahead it goes. Now near side, here is Colin Raver with it. Will carry it in. Raver leaves it back out high. They'll send it back deep behind the net out of the reach of McKellar to the far side. Qualiata with a backhander. They bring it out high. Mikey Butcher with a shot. Oh, went just wide. Fluttered around here to the near side. And Butcher getting back. McKinnon coming. Butcher will get to it. Butcher tried to go cross ice with it. Fans on it. It'll come right in front of the net. Point clears it out. Back the other way in transition. Through a stick check. Kelly O'Brien. Or check that. Danny Corrali. Corrali holding off on the near side. He'll wait for somebody to clear. Now dumps near corner. Corrali gets freight train. Penalty call coming up here against the Falcons. And on the near side. And it is Danny Corrali back on his feet. Concordia doesn't like this call, but Sean, that's Brandon McKinnon with either a charge or, what are they going to say? Roughing is going to be the call here. So a Goose on Main power play for Stevens Point. 12:53 to go in the second period. Got to chip away, and the door cracks open a little bit here.
Yep, absolutely. So it'll be a roughing call to McKinnon. Took Corrali out hard right in front of the Pointer bench. She's up and okay.
Could have been boarding. Could have been a couple of...
Could have called a lot of things there.
Yep.
So power play chance for the Pointers. Luke McElhaney stepping in to take the draw.
He wins the draw, sends it back. They'll fake a shot, half ball on the far side. Now it'll come bouncing to the near side. McElhaney quick to send it right back. They'll bring it out high. It's McLean along the blue line. He'll tee it up. Boy, that was a riser that comes back to McElhaney on the near side. Down low he goes into the feet here of Brandon McReynolds, and it'll come deflected out. I take that back. Logan Fredericks deflects off a defender and comes out. Minute and a half remaining on the Pointer power play. With speed through the neutral zone, it's Drew McLean. He'll bring it off near side to McElhaney. McElhaney coming in, walks through two defenders, nothing there, so he'll circle back off on the near side. Out high to McLean, pushes it back to McElhaney. McElhaney right down low to Fredericks. Fredericks looking for a shot, but nothing there. Brings it out high again. Drew McLean with a shot, hit the crossbar again. Fourth crossbar of the night, hit by the Pointers. They'll feed it to the far side. It's Brandon McReynolds, looks to center it, redirected, went just wide. Now it is McElhaney out high to McLean, back to McElhaney, goes rink wide, and McReynolds will gather it in off the far wall, comes right in front. They jam it right back in front. Falcons will get it and shoot it the length of the ice. They need a change here. They'll change at least 2 here. 48 seconds remaining in the Goose on Main power play for the Pointers. Near side, dragged through. All right, so it is centering pass right in front of the net. And shot whistles wide. Half wall on the near side, cleared aside by Stevens Point. And around it will go. And cleared up. And on the far side now, Concordia with a turnover here, 10:50 to go. And around and back to full strength. And Concordia will get it. And its pickup will come. Leaves it off, far side, and it is dumped back down into the far corner. Up on the near side, another scrum for it. Wes Ashley will get it for Stevens Point. Ahead it goes. Wilson Northey drags it ahead for Austin Kelly. Kelly looks to bring it back in front of the net, but he's tied up by a defender. Comes right out in front. Northey, a diving effort, couldn't get his hands on. Now back the other way, it is Wes Ashley. Ashley will turn it up. Long shot, glove down by Dieter, and he'll make the save.
Nice power play by the Pointers, Tommy, here, as they were able to get some shots on goal. They hit the 4th crossbar of the night as well. As Drew McLean snapped up a couple good shots from the point. You like that puck movement by the Pointer power play so far this evening. It looks better than it has the last couple games.
Shots are 22-12.
Yeah, right.
This is unbelievable.
3 for 3 are the Falcons on the power play.
Stevens Point doesn't have enough players on the ice, so Drew McLean will come out. Logan Fredericks goes after it to the far corner. He'll go between 2 bodies and sends it back to the middle. Pickup. Clears it ahead to Jim Pearson. Pearson in. Cleared around by Wes Ashley to the far side. Now they'll look to dump it. Stevens Point will gain possession of it. Knocked off the play, but trying to chip it ahead. Dyball will kick it at center ice. Oh, bouncing puck. Pointers couldn't get it, and it's out of the reach of McLean. Now they'll bring it in right through the middle. Fredericks tried to get it back. Fredericks will get it back. Feeds it on the far side out of the reach of McLean. Back the other way. 3-on-2 developing. They'll come off far side, and a break for Stevens Point. Concordia offsides. 9:37 to go here in the second period.
Tommy, I think Brendan Miller pushed Parsons right at the blue line to force that offsides. A little cross-check in the back to push him over the line before the puck. So offsides by the Pointers, and we'll get it off its neutral zone face-off. Again, all the shots for the Pointers, doing a great job getting the puck to the net tonight. 22-12.
All right, near side. It is Stevens Point coming with it. Zach Zeck will let it go up the middle. Nobody going to pick him up. He'll just keep going. Backhanded shot turned aside. Rebound out high that Kellen Theraldson out there for the Pointers will send back deep. Now he'll look to come. Turning shot. Shoulder save made by Dieter. And we get a whistle. And what do we have here? A hand pass called?
Got a hand pass on the Pointers down low there. As nice little read by Kellen Theraldson, Tommy, as he's getting a couple shifts here and there tonight, along with Mikey Butcher, that third defensive pair.
Sean Eau Claire has beaten Middlebury 4-3. They had a 4-1 lead after 2 periods. A couple of late goals by Middlebury to make things interesting. But Eau Claire hangs on, so they go out east and win a pair. Of course, we'll see them in 2 weeks. Zek feeds it far wall, looks to center, nothing there. McElhaney reaching for it, and out of his reach, it'll come all the way back. Steven Qualiata back to get it up the middle, and somehow kept on side here by McElhaney. He'll feed it, coming in, Jordan Fader coming, shot in the goal. Oh boy, Luke McElhaney, Sean, I was going to say you got to go to the net. He held up rightly, got it to Jordan Fader, who slips it through, his first of the year. Stevens Point cuts into the deficit again. It's 4-2.
And there's actually, Tommy, it's going to be Colin Raver with the goal. So a nice little play, a little give and go with Luke McElhaney, and a good forehand, backhand, waited for Dieter to go down. And it's Raver that stuffs it home, and it's the Pointers.
Colin Raver is third of the year. Thank you, Suicide Awareness jerseys. Right?
Yes, sir.
Big hit here,
watch out
and
here. Yeah, Northie's down.
Wilson Northie
the
is
ref got
down,
him,
and an interference call coming, and you got to cash in here. It's another Goose on Main power play for the Pointers. Peter Kapik will go off. And 8:41 to go. All right, Sean.
Well, you got some life in the building a little bit here as officially the Pointers' second goal. It'll be Colin Raver, his third of the season. McElhaney gets the assist for his team-leading 17th point of the season, and the Pointers are off to their third power play of the night.
All right, off the face-off, right in front of the net. They'll jam it into the side. Still loose, jamming for it. Shot goes wide into the near corner. McElhaney for Stevens Point. Out high to Drew McLean. McLean through, feeds it to Zek on the far side. He'll come in, shot, Dieter a save, and it'll go to the far corner. McReynolds will reach for it. Falcons with it ahead, trying to jump Dante Hahn out here shorthanded. Eli Billing will send it ahead, and it's Colin Raver on the near side. He'll flip it to the far boards. Logan Fredericks trying to win a foot race, and it goes up and out of play. Dangerous one there into the rafter. Everybody okay? A ricocheting puck. Everybody's all right here. 8:09 to go in the second. 1:28 remaining in the Goose on Main power play.
Yeah, face-off will stay deep in the Pointer end as the Falcons tried to clear the puck in their defensive end. So we'll get a defensive zone face-off, 1:28. Like to see Zach win a face-off here and get it to Qualiata to get the power play going.
Sean, couple games postponed. Northland at Finlandia because of the weather, and St. Thomas and St. Scholastica has been moved to tomorrow. All right, off the face-off to the far corner. 1:20 remaining in the Goose on Main power play. Dig it out. Pointers rim it around, but nobody home here on the near side, and Qualiata will play it. Now, gamble on a change here by Concordia. They'll get out quickly. Stevens Point. Zach on the far side. Had it, lost it, tried to get it back. Falcons get it free and dig it down again. 7:35 to go here in the second. If you're just joining us, Pointers have answered with a couple of goals here after the Falcons spotted a 4-0 lead. Kelly O'Brien on the far side looks to center. Zach short of the net, flips a backhander through. Controlled on the near side by Danny Corrali. He'll throw it through to the middle, and out high they go. Back again, around the backside of the net. Good body position here by the Pointers. They'll feed it to O'Brien on the near side. Out high to Qualiata. Qualiata chips it backside of the net for Carter Rue. They'll jam it around him, but O'Brien helps out, looks to center it. Nothing there. Concordia will shoot it the length of the puck.
Nobody in the middle of the ice for the Pointers. Good defensive zone coverage by the Falcons there to keep everything to the outside and even force that middle player for the Pointers on the power play to get to and.
Now Qualiata with a shot, Dieter with a save. It rattled around a bit, but able to hang on.
Make a good save in the stomach. No rebound at all. It bounced around a little bit. So 4 seconds remaining on this power play for the Pointers. As Austin Kelly will step in, Jordan Fader in there, Wes Ashley, and Jake Tice.
Shots now 25-12 in favor of the Pointers. And Sean, think about it. That doesn't include the what? 4 pipes?
The 4 pipes. Yep. 4
now,
pipes.
Far side. Pointers will send it deep again. Brennan Miller around for it, so instead it'll come to Austin Kelly. Kelly behind to Miller. Jordan Fader, I believe, chasing after it. Oh, man, Wes Ashley was coming in, was open. They didn't see him. Now they'll chip it ahead. Falcons come back the other way on the right wing. Luke Cruiser. Cruiser chips it ahead. Speared away from him from behind, then got it back in the far corner. They try to bump it loose, and centering pass coming. Eli Billing with a save. Rebound there. They'll push it back out high to the point. They'll fake a shot and feed it half wall on the far side. Shot and pad save made by Billing, and a rebound came to the back door, but nothing there. Now good save here by Eli Billing. Dennis took the shot from the point, and Eli steered that one up into the netting. Sean, want to remind folks that 51% of Portage County Middle School students and 48% of Portage County High School students reported that they experienced significant problems with anxiety. The Youth Risk Behavior Survey is completed each year and gives us insight into the lives of Portage County youth. For more information, you can get it at suicidepreventionportagecounty.org or call 866-317-9362. Long outlet pass off the backside of Ryan McKellar. He'll win a foot race, lost his footing, but more importantly, took the puck. Get it to the near corner to Luke McElhaney. Ooh, right in front of the net. Chip back out again as it was Ryan McKellar going in front of the net. Pointers will feed it back. Now they lose the handle on it, but Concordia whiffs on it. McKellar feeds it far side. Back to McElhaney here on the near side. Draws a defender to him, comes back far side, and shot fired, hit a post again. Near side it goes, and a little near corner. That is the 5th post of the night for the Pointers. Now they go right in front, shot, Dieter, spiraling save, and back the other way comes pickup. Boy, Sean, the hockey gods are cruel, 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 and this has been a cruel 35 minutes so far, trying to get back in this one. Now they come outside of the net, 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Pointers trail by a pair. Now they'll get it back the other way. Ahead it goes, and tripped through the neutral zone here as, boy, both O'Brien and one of the Falcons go down hard. They chip it in on the far side. O'Brien back after it, along with Austin Kelly. Guerra will chip it in and sends it to the far side. And comes right through to the middle to Guerra, trying to get free for a shot. He'll turn, spin, feeds it far side. O'Brien intercepts. Back to the near side to Austin Kelly. Off his stick, he and Kapik will go back after it. Behind the net he goes. A backhander out, intercepted by McLean. Throws it in front of the net. Spinning move here. Pointer knocked down in the play. I believe that's Logan Fredericks, but he'll go to the far corner. Falcons try to dig it out, but Stevens Point working hard in there. Well, you like the effort of the Pointers here, Sean. They're keeping going with it. Fredericks now coming. Tried to chip it in front. Bouncing puck comes through. Glove down here by Concordia. Good check here by Fredericks to keep it going. Comes to the near corner. They go right in front. Shot jammed outside of the net. Lifted over the top of the net. Deflected. I think Dieter got a piece of it. And now it's Stevens Point with it out high. Boy, Concordia really scrambling here as the Pointers send it back deep again. Intercepted again, but it's Gainey that will get it. And he'll try to bring it back the other way. That's intercepted. Pointers try to jam it back the other way. Drew McLean with it. McLean, a stick check there. He'll bring it in the far side. He'll come through. Blocker save made by Dieter. Far corner it goes. Stevens Point now behind the net. Brennan Miller. Miller tries to shut off a defender. He does. Goes far side. Tried to trickle it through in front of the net. Now gets it back and comes to the near side. He'll reverse back again. Here's Brennan Miller now rotating it with it's Carter Rue firing a shot. Got it to Miller. He'll fire a shot. Save made by Dieter. Rue and Brennan Miller behind the net doing yeoman's work here. They'll keep going. Now they dump it. Far corner. This is Ryan McKellar. Try to get it back to Miller. He's picked up there. And the Falcons try to scoop it up. Pointers hold it in again. A battle for it out high along the far wall. Stevens Point wins that battle. Tried to shove it ahead. Whacking at it is Concordia. It goes straight up in the air and gloved down by Brandon McKinnon back the other way. He has his pocket picked and Drew McLean will get it. 2:50 to go in the second. Stevens Point trailing 4-2. Long outlet pass ahead is intercepted, and Stevens Point will get it. Now they'll try to bring it back off the near wall ahead, and Jordan Fader got a piece of it. Behind the net he goes, jams it right in front, and Dieter will dive out and cover it up. 2:36 to go. Sean, who's your Pointer profile coming up?
Wes Ashley, Tommy.
All right.
The junior defenseman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Got to take some time with him.
Yep.
See, last year rehabbing most of the season with that knee injury that he had in the freshman year.
Still remember that? Oh my God. Face off to the right side, Bo Dieter. Boy, Dieter is getting the ultimate goaltender's friend from the iron here tonight. Pointers will center it. Bouncing puck comes. McElhaney with it. Shot. That's blocked. And it comes to the near corner. Big hit to free it up along the wall on the near side. Stevens Point sends it deep again. Zek giving chase. Lucas Hefty in the far corner. Hefty knocked down in the play. Puck goes behind the net, and it's Thomas Dyball with it up on the near side. Down the link to the ice. Why is this no icing call? Unless, who knows. Stevens Point now behind the net. Qualiata. He'll skate ahead. Steven Qualiata feeds it up on the far wall. Nobody there. Hefty back the other way. Pearson will chip it ahead. It's a 2-on-1 with Picard, but then the Falcons overskate the puck. And up the wall on the far side. Big hit to free it up there as McReynolds goes down. Back the other way. Here's another 2-on-1. They'll come in. Holding. Now they'll come through. Broken up by the Pointers again. Now they'll come back the other way with a 3-on-2. Right wing. Here comes Corrali joining the play. Corrali waits. Slips it through far side. Kick down. Shot. Lifted and deflected, I believe. Knocked up and out of the netting. Out of play with a minute and a half to go in the period. Sean, we talked a couple of times here about the Pointers being too cute. You could say the same for the Falcons.
Oh, 100%. They need to get the puck to the net, Tommy, and force Eli to give up the rebound and get that odd man rush player to the net for the loose change. The Pointers continue to try to work themselves back in this hockey game. And they've owned this last 10 minutes of this period, Tommy. They scored at 11:23 to make it 4-2. And it's been all Stevens Point since.
Off the face-off, Stevens Point sent it deep behind the net for Raver. Zek will get it now. Comes, shot, blocked there by Concordia, and cleared out 3-on-2 as they'll come back the other way on the far side. They'll come in, shot. Nice stick lift there toward the end to prevent the scoring chance from getting through clean. Colin Raver will bring it in. He'll feed it to himself on the near side. Now tried to bring it around here on the near side. Poked ahead by Austin Kelly. Will keep it going deep. Falcons chip it out. Right back to Kelly. Rolling puck on him here with a minute remaining in the period. Kelly looks to fire it deep. They'll chase it to the far corner. 50 seconds to go in the period. Well, you'd love to hammer one here and make things really interesting. Jake Tice off the bench for the Pointers now sends it deep. Hahn tries to work it around him. He'll come back and step into the near corner with Kelly O'Brien. Now behind the net it goes. Tice tried to muscle it free. Guerra on the far side. Up the wall, but gloved down there by the Pointers. Brennan Miller had it, lost it. Now he'll get it back, and he'll go right back into traffic here, and Stevens Point will try to get the puck deep again. They're offsides. Nice job to stay onside. Flipped it ahead to Austin Kelly. Pickup will get it. And off the glass, 23 seconds remaining. Lifted ahead, and Luke McElhaney will kick it down. He'll accelerate to the far side, goes toward the net. Shot, that bounces through. Oh, came right to Tice, but a bouncing puck that he couldn't handle. Now a shot fired, and Dieter makes a save. That Austin Kelly sneaking a little shot there, and a good setup. Sean, you'll get a chance to win a face-off and have a chance.
Yeah, 9.2 seconds remaining. Good little give and go, Tommy, with O'Brien, McElhaney, and Austin Kelly. Found Austin Kelly all alone in front of Dieter. Good save by Dieter, and we'll get another offensive zone face-off. Zach needs to win this one, and he does.
He wins it, brings it back. They'll send it deep and trying to get it toward the front of the net, but it'll bounce, still jamming at it, and now it'll come out again. And well, Sean, that was the longest 9.2 seconds in a while, and now it's Pickup coming back, and Qualiata gives him some chin music as Pickup came by and chirped the Stevens Point bench on his way, and we will see. So 20 minutes remaining, Sean, and Stevens Point's going to need to try to pluck this up. Full props to Eli Billing coming in.
Short some things up, Tommy.
Yep, short some things up there.
And I think the positive thing is you won the period.
Yeah.
You score a couple goals, you get yourself back in this hockey game, and when you score your second goal at 11:23, you own that second half of the second period. So keep going, keep moving forward here.
Keep pushing it along. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you a second period recap. Stevens Point trailing Concordia 4-2 as we head to the third. You're listening to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP students and staff, did you know your UWSP ID gets you a 20% discount on food at Grazi's? You can also test Grazi's to 89800. That's GRAZIES to 89800 to receive free offers and other discounts. Made fresh from scratch with better ingredients for a better you. Grazi's is open 7 days a week, serving lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. at 5327 Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Visit Grazi'sItalianGrill.com for more information.
Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right. Big town savings with a small town smile. State of the art Goodyear service keeps you going mile after mile. We're working to earn your trust. You can count on us. Sure Tire and Service gets your car done right.
The Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition of Portage County is made up of compassionate professionals in our community that provide resources for suicide prevention, support for loss survivors, and hope for those who may be struggling with mental health issues.
Strength. Courage. Support. Faith.
Hope.
Have the courage to stop the stigma. Be the voice, provide the strength, feel the support.
All right, and a reminder, about 45 minutes, less than 45 minutes left in that jersey auction here for the Pointers. So again, download the Dash Auction app if you've not been in there yet. Please do. And again, all proceeds benefiting the Suicide Prevention Awareness and Mental Health Coalition of Portage County. Shots through 2 periods here. And actually, we will, let's see here. Shots through 2 periods. Now they're resetting it here. I think some work being done here. I know some computer gremlins have been out. It looks like 29-14 are the shots through 2 periods in favor of Stevens Point here tonight. Sean, the clear-cut difference in this game, Concordia is 3 for 3 on the power play.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? 3 for 3 is a penalty kill that the Pointers have really relied on here over the first half of the season. It's to kind of let them down here. 3 for 3 on the power play. Can't allow the Falcons to get on the power play anymore this evening. You've worked yourselves into a position to make a comeback in this hockey game, and you got to keep going.
Concordia got on the board 13:03 of the first. Nick Gainey. Gainey with his on the power play from Dante Hahn and Braden Barker. Then at 15-12, Brandon Picard from Luke Cruiser made it 2-0, and then it was 3-0, 16-23 again on the power play. Gainey, his second of the game from Cole Pickup and Braden Barker. It was 3-0 Concordia, Wisconsin after 1. They came out and tried to deliver the knockout punch to the Pointers, 2:51 into the second. A power play goal once again by Dante Hahn, assisted by Braden Barker and Cole Pickup. It was 4-0. Pointers began to show some signs of life. Brennan Miller at 4:25 of the second period, his third of the year, assisted by Zach Zeck. They followed it up at 11:13. Colin Raver with his third of the year from Luke McElhaney made it 4-2. So 20 minutes remaining here, Sean, and man, you certainly felt better, and when you think about it, 5 pipes here?
5
at
pipes.
Least?
Yep, 5 is the unofficial count. But you look at how many shots on goal the Pointers have had on Bo Dieter, and what they've been able to do tonight is continue to get Mikey Butcher out there, Kellen Therrelton. You've seen him a bit here more and more as the second period wore on. That's going to help the Pointers depth-wise going into the third period. You've been able to play most of your players tonight, unlike last night where you only rolled 4 defensemen. Tonight you got all 6 out there, so maybe a little bit more gas in the gas tank coming up here in the third period for Stevens Point.
I'm not convinced the torpedo is dead, but it's
getting close.
On life support.
It's on life support.
You know, they did go more conventional at times, especially.
Yep.
And
when you had the youngsters out, Mikey Butcher and Kellen Therrelton, that's when the Pointers went a little bit more conventional on their and their systems, and pairing a veteran guy like a Danny Corrali or Drew McLean. Wes Ashley was in the mix there, and pairing them up with those with the 2 youngsters has helped out a little bit.
I thought our officials have done a really good job here this weekend.
So far.
Anthony Lancette, Eric Thom, Jason Peters, Zach Corselli, done a nice job.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, calling the obvious things and
let the kids play a little bit.
All right, Eau Claire has won the Prime Link 4-3 over Middlebury. They led 4-1. Middlebury with a couple of goals late to make things interesting. So that's another resume builder for third-ranked Eau Claire. I know they were hoping to get a crack at number 1 Norwich, but Middlebury knocked them off. Norwich did come back and win the third place game today against Plattsburgh. Superior beat Chatham, Pennsylvania 3-1. So the I wouldn't be surprised to see the Yellow Jackets in the poll next week.
No,
right?
I wouldn't either. They were very close.
And so they sweep the weekend series there. Northland at Finlandia is postponed to tomorrow afternoon. In the MIAC, St. Olaf is at Lake Forest. No score there. We have no report on a score from Bethel. And again, St. Thomas St. Scholastica postponed to tomorrow. Finals from the NCHA. Stevenson beat Lawrence 8-3. St. Norbert beat Newman, also in Pennsylvania, 8-2. Adrian and Aurora are playing a Saturday-Sunday series here. It is Adrian with a 4-2 lead. That's a final now. That was a 6 o'clock start, so that's a big series there.
It's a giant series. Yep.
Aurora off to a big start there, so Adrian gets the 4-2 victory there. WIAC women earlier today, 6th-ranked Eau Claire, after tying 10th-ranked St. Thomas yesterday. They beat 5th-ranked Elmira today by a score of 2-0, and 7th-ranked River Falls lost to number 1 Plattsburgh 3-1. They will play either Adrian or Middlebury tomorrow, so that's a very good women's field there. It was, of course, Adrian and Middlebury skating to a 1-1 tie, so Middlebury wins the shootout, so that means that River Falls will play Adrian tomorrow in that. Pointer men's basketball team, a 70-69 winner over Wilmington College in Newport News, Virginia. Don't forget, next weekend, we're back home here Friday night against Stout at Ashland to take on Northland on Saturday. Both games 6:45 here on the Pointer Sports Network. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sean's Pointer profile with the junior out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Wes Ashley. Stevens Point trailing Concordia 4-2. Back with more after this timeout. You're listening to the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience with first-class service. And with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
And welcome everybody back to our second intermission tonight here on the Pointer Sports Network. We continue with our Pointer profiles, and we get to talk to Wes Ashley, the junior defenseman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And first of all, Wes, out with a knee last year, so didn't get a chance to speak with you and touch base. But I guess welcome back to the hot seat. And how's things been going? Obviously, last year a long rehab process, but back here in your junior year, finding some time on the ice and contributing to this hockey team.
Yeah, it was a long process last year. Got to play at the end of the year, which meant a lot to me personally, and finished off on a good note. But this year's a bit of a different story. We're trying to work through some kinks here and try to get the new guys acclimated with the system and just work through the kinks and get on a hot streak here, hopefully.
How the heck are you a junior already? It seems like yesterday you were a freshman and really making a mark on this hockey team, and all of a sudden, bam, it's your junior year. I always warn you guys, it goes really fast. Does it go as fast as everybody says it does?
Yeah, looking back now, it's time's flown. We come in as freshmen and everyone's, saying you got to appreciate everything, the bus rides, the team meals, the camaraderie, and here we are halfway through my junior year, and it feels like I just got here yesterday, moving in with my freshman roommates.
For you, let's talk a little bit about your sophomore year. Obviously, the knee injury at the end of your freshman year, you were really coming on as one of the bigger defensemen on this hockey team your freshman year. Get the knee injury, and it's a lot of work. Everything I've read and everything I look at, when it's an injury like you had, it takes a lot of work. It's not only just the mental. It's not even the physical part. It's the mental part, isn't it?
Yeah, you pretty much have to dedicate yourself, your whole lifestyle, to getting back to where you were and trying to exceed what you were before. You got to change your diet, you got to take care of yourself mentally, which that was half the battle coming back last year and just trying to gain confidence, and that's something I struggled with, but fortunately through our coaching staff helping me out, and my teammates and my roommate really helped me through some tough times, and I was able to come back at the end of the year and play some meaningful hockey.
What was the toughest part to get back? And I guess my follow-up would be, how rewarding was it for you to play last year?
Toughest part was just confidence, and I was playing a limited role, and I understood that it was more penalty kill, defensive draw, stuff like that, and personally I wanted to have a bigger role, but I knew with how deep we were, I just needed to accept with what I was given, and playing in the Frozen Four in the national championship made everything worth it. All the blood, sweat, tears, and everything that I sacrificed the last 12 months to put myself in a position to succeed.
I got a feeling that this summer you're able to have a healthy off season and get to work on some things. What were a couple things that you wanted to get after here over the course of the summer and moving into the season?
Yeah, course of the summer, it's just a lot of training. I was in the gym 5 days a week, just trying to get myself completely back to 100% and get my quad strength back in my one leg, and just feel good coming into the season. And unfortunately I had an appendectomy at the end of the summer, but nothing that I can't overcome there.
Well, after a knee injury, I would hope that would be something that was just a small hurdle. Let's have some fun. Yeah. You live with assistant coach Ethan Strong. Give me some good points about him being a roommate with him, and then you can throw him under the bus if you want.
Yeah, I don't see him too much. I'm probably home 95% of the time alone, which I don't mind. I'm a bit an introvert, so that's all right. But I would say he's got to start unloading the dishwasher a few times here and there. I've been stuck doing that quite a bit, but he's a good roommate all in all.
Thanksgiving dinner with the boys this past Wednesday. I gave Wilson Northey a chance to give me the best dish and the worst dish. He threw himself under the bus on the worst dish, but your thoughts on a good Thanksgiving dinner, just not only just for you guys to get together, but that camaraderie that you talked about.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving dinner is like one of the best nights of the year. We all get together, make a dish, and just have some good bonding time and have some good home cooked food coming from ourselves and not our parents, which is a bit of a twist than usual. But all in all, it was a great night, and we were pretty full when we left.
Who had the best dish?
Best dish? I would say Chris Alamone's bread roll things that he bought at Sam's Club were pretty good, but they weren't homemade, but they were still pretty good.
What about the worst one?
Worst dish has to go to Wilson. His green bean casserole was pretty subpar, but A for effort.
It was bad as everybody said it was.
Yeah, It wasn't too good. He undercooked the beans, so they're a little hard, but we ate it.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about last night. Obviously, a new system that you guys put into place. With talking with you and being a D member, it's different. We were talking a little bit before the interview about how it's completely different to what you guys are normally used to doing with another D partner, pitching at the blue line, really trying to hold the pressure on the D. Talk a little bit about the things that you guys have had to work on over the course of the week to make this kind of a work in progress at this point.
It's a 180 flip from what we've ran since I got here my freshman year, and it's a newer system, and at this point we have nothing to lose. We're a little short on the back end, so we're running a limited number of D, and we're just trying to sustain offensive pressure and have more puck control instead of dumping pucks in. So it's a work in progress, but I was impressed with our first period last night, the amount of pressure we were able to sustain. We just need to limit our odd man rushes.
How was the video session this morning? Was it good to see it in action against another team to pick up some pointers and be able to say, okay, I needed to go this way instead of the other way? We talked a little bit about how you were taking a step forward instead of maybe taking a step back on a couple plays.
Yeah, it's just a learning curve. We're taking steps where we shouldn't have, but that's nothing that we can't fix just through a couple of video clips, and we all saw it, and it's pretty evident the things that we need to adjust on and to have success here tonight.
Concordia of Wisconsin comes in, another NCHA team, a team that's off to a good start. Beat Bethel last night. What did you guys see in film today, and what do you guys need to do well to snap this losing streak tonight?
We just got to play for each other and have some pride. I felt like the last little bit here our effort level hasn't been to where it needs to be in our compete level, and that's something that we've been working on in practice, just getting the compete up, and that's something that we need to carry over into the games. And from their standpoint, I think that we just need to hound them in the offensive zone and sustain pressure, and we should have some good chances here tonight.
All right, Russ. Well, like I said, it's great to see you back on the ice playing again, and best of luck the rest of your junior year.
Thank you.
All right, that was Wes Ashley, the junior defenseman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. More Pointer hockey coming up here on the Pointer Sports Network.
Marshfield Clinic Health System is making access to care easier, and we're making it easier to get care quickly in Stevens Point.
His sister dared him to put mac and cheese up his nose. Oh no! So, urgent care? Yep, urgent care.
Urgent Care, now open in Stevens Point. Visit marshfieldclinic.org/Stevens Point to learn more.
Oh, Mom!
Attention winter sports enthusiasts! The 31st annual Badger State Winter...
The Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Coalition of Portage County is made up of compassionate professionals in our community that provide resources for suicide prevention, support for loss survivors, and hope for those who may be struggling with mental health issues.
Strength.
Strength.
Strength. Courage. Courage. Courage.
Support.
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 Faith.
Hope.
Have the courage to stop the stigma. Be the voice, provide the strength, feel the support.
The 31st annual Badger State Winter Games are brought to you by these proud sponsors: Marshfield Clinic, Habish and Rotier, UW Stevens Point, Wausau Central Wisconsin Sports Authority, and Sunrise Broadcasting.
All right, ready to roll here from Willett Arena, period number 3. Sean, you got to come out, punch him in the mouth, get one, and go.
Yep, get one here in the first 5-6 minutes, and then game on from there on.
All right. Our opening faceoff brought to you by Miller Lite. Dumped in immediately, and here's Concordia swirling it around. It goes up and out of play.
Puck went up into the netting, so the opening 7 seconds here. Tommy, get a stoppage of play, get a new puck. Get going here. Big offensive zone face-off early on for Austin Kelly to take. Look at Brendan Miller right at that spot. This face-off play has worked a couple times for the Pointers, getting some good scoring chances at least.
Miller swipes at it, but Wes Ashley can't hold the zone, and now a hot potato for Drew McLean, too strong, and he'll have to pull it back. McLean with it, off the glass ahead for Miller, chipped back by the Falcons. Kelly O'Brien tried to kick it ahead. Guerra in on the near side. Miller, a collision here at center ice. Those guys were just
penalty coming up on Concordia, Tommy.
Here comes a penalty, and right up the middle, here comes Drew McLean. He'll shoot it wide, extra attacker on, and a side angle shot goes in. Opening minute here, Sean. Stevens Point's going to get a Goose on Main power play.
It's going to be a hooking call, Tommy, to Hahn. He'll go to the box for hooking Drew McLean up through the neutral zone. So early on in first minute, we got a power play for the Pointers. They're 0 for 3 on the evening.
All right. Dare I say, we're getting to the last call for the jerseys here, too.
We are.
10-9. Bidding closes at 9:15 Central Time. All right, it is Drew McLean. Goes deep back behind the net for Raver, out of his reach. McElhaney will get it out high to McLean. Skates it in, fires a shot. Glove save made by Dieter, and he'll hang on. So it's Dante Hahn off for hooking. And Stevens Point on the Goose on Main power play here. They are 0 for 3, right?
Yep, correct, sir.
Off the face-off, far corner. If I'm reading the stat chart, Sean, Stevens Point has won 34 of 41 face-offs.
Correct.
Ryan McKellar will feed it to the far side. Now they'll hold it up. McElhaney. Saucer pass. McLean comes right through the middle. Walks back through near side. McKellar with a shot. Dieter makes the save.
Gotta shoot that puck right away, Tommy. He gave Dieter a chance to go from post to post. As that actually was Brandon McReynolds. Fumbled the centering pass a bit from Luke McElhaney. Had the whole near side net open. If he releases that puck right away or one-times it, it's 4-3 Falcons.
All right, now it's McLean. Feeds it. Half wall in the near side. Behind the net to Raver. Raver will skate out. Slides it. McReynolds. Back to Raver to the side of the net. Trying to feed Fredericks in front instead. Far side. Now it high to McLean. Quick near side to McReynolds again. He'll go back door. Too hot for McElhaney. And he'll circle back in the far corner and reset. Minute to go on the Goose on Main power play. McElhaney getting free. Watch out here. Coming hot into the bench. Did it get anybody?
Nope.
Off the pad, I think, right by the bench there, so there was no noise, and a soft bounce down. Here's Zek with it on the right wing. 45 seconds to go, near side, into the corner. They'll reset it, Carter Rue to the near side. Shot comes through, far side, O'Brien. Out high to Qualiata. Qualiata back near side to Zek. Zek coming, he'll get free. Beautiful shooting angle, shoulder save made by Dieter, and he hangs on.
Yeah, nice shot up high. I think the book's out on Dieter, Tommy. Likes to go down in that butterfly a little bit early. That upper half of that net is wide open for some chances. The puck continues to go up high on Bo Dieter. 30 seconds remaining in the fourth Goose on Main power play for the Pointers.
All right, far side, shot fired in, another glove save made. I tell you, Dieter, not a ton of rebounds.
Nope, not a ton of rebounds. The Pointers are shooting the puck up high, so it's a little bit easier for him to glove it down, trying to work that glove hand.
All right, off the face-off again, far corner, 23 seconds remaining. Falcons rim it around the boards, and it'll come out. Eli Billing behind his net to hold it. And here's Qualiata with some steam. Ahead to O'Brien on the right wing. Feeds it back to the middle. And it's Carter Rue, who was undressed for a minute. Got it back. 3 seconds remaining in the power play. It feeds to the far corner. Here's Zek behind the net. Swings it.
And Kelly O'Brien sends it back deep again, intercepted by the Falcons. Qualiata back to get it. 17-10 to go in the third. Stevens Point has trailed from the get-go here. It is 4-2. It was at one point 4-0. Pointers send it deep. Wilson Northey wins a foot race. That's how you start it. Get it back to the net. Centering pass coming through. Shot, save made. Rebound, shot to goal. Wilson Northey from the near corner. I tell you what, Sean, he started that whole play by winning a foot race to the corner, centered it, got it back, rebound, goal for the Pointers. It's game on, 4-3 with 16:56 to go.
It'll be Northeast first of the season, Tommy, and you hit it right on the head. You win a 50-50 battle in the near side boards, and you go to the net hard. He finds the loose change in front, beats Bo Dieter low and down along the ice, and it's 4-3, game on, 16:56 to go here in the period.
Off the face-off, it is Jake Tice that will dump it in. Dieter plays it around to the far corner. Pointers try to fish it out from the far side. Tice had it. Cruiser after it. Wes Ashley will get there first into the far corner. Had a hold of a jersey on the far side. Falcons are off sides here, and Stevens Point back to get it. 16:30 to go in the third. It's 4-3. Near side. Pointers through the neutral zone, intercepted, sent right back. Cruiser flips it back to the near side, where Brandon Picard will pick it up. Picard around. Oh, it got stuck in the Zamboni door on the far side. Shot just missed. The near side, Eli Billing had to hustle to get back in front of the net. Ferner plays it back. He'll go rink wide on the far side for Corey Dennis. Ahead, sent in. McElhaney after it here for Stevens Point. McElhaney around to McKellar on the near side, turned it over, shot block, hit a skate somewhere. Colin Raver reaching for it, glove down. It comes to the Concordia in the far corner, wide open on the back door, and a good physical play here by Ryan McKellar to prevent a goal. Into the near corner, Barker, out high to Hefty, fires a shot, blocked aside there by Eli Billing. Colin Raver will try to clear it ahead, but he was tied up nicely by a defender here. Got hit up high, and Falcons were off sides for a minute. Now Raver will get it back. He'll go in on the far side. Raver dishes, waits for it, gets it back to him right in front. 15:28 to go. Raver feeds it far side. McElhaney poked away from him. Raver sends it right back to him in the far corner. He'll go behind the net. Now tried to drag it in the near corner. Now he'll come out with it on the near side. He'll reverse, go to the near corner, poked away from behind. He's out of gas here, and will need to try to come off. Rink-wide pass to the far side. Concordia in the zone, two people going hard to the net. Shot coming in, that's blocked aside by Eli Billing. And to the far corner, now right in front again. It'll roll out, deflected, and comes out into the neutral zone. Lucas Hefty ahead to Dyball. And it'll come in front. Eli Billing will play it. Dangerous play here as now it bounces around on the far side, and it's Kelly O'Brien with it. He'll feed it back to the middle. Jumping the play on the near side is Brennan Miller. Shot up high. Dieter with a save. Rebound loose, and they'll bring it back out high to Qualiata. Qualiata holds, now fires a shot. Ooh, just missed. Couldn't pick the upper corner, and it's McElhaney to the rebound behind the net. He'll reverse near corner, comes right out in front of the net. Bouncing puck comes, shot. Dieter with another save, and Kelly O'Brien with a golden chance there.
What?
Sean, there's a ton of time left in this game.
No, there's a ton of time, and the Pointers had just picked away ever since about halfway through the second period, where the Pointers made the score 4-2. And it's been all Stevens Point. Continue to go. Nice save by Dieter again. 4-2.
All right, face off to the left side of Bo Dieter. And here's a backhanded chance. Almost danced it in front. Behind the net it goes. And they'll bring it out high. Almost turned it over. Stevens Point somehow able to keep it gathered in and backhand it to the far corner. Out of position a bit here. Now the Pointers will regain possession. Zek on the far side sends it toward the net. Try to redirect. That went wide. Nick Guerrero will get to it. Clear it out on the near side. Hahn tried to sweep it in. Pointers, however, forced the issue back the other way with McElhaney. Poked away from him from behind, and here's an odd man rush back the other way. Hahn on the near side. He's forced wide. Now they center it back in front. Broken up. Now they'll shot from the near side. Blocker to side by Eli Billing, and Brandon McReynolds back with it. 3-on-2 for Stevens Point. A shot fired. Dieter a save. No rebound. He'll hang on. 13:42 to go here in the third.
And Tommy, that's the right play by Kellen Theraldson. Gets the blue line, Brandon McReynolds as he skates back to the bench. Gets the blue line, gets to the top of the far face-off circle, and gets the shot in on Bo Dieter. Another face-off offensive zone for the Pointers. With 13:42 and the Pointers trailing by 1.
Qualiata
Fires a shot, just missed. That'll come all the way out. Back around to get it is Jordan Fader. He'll swipe it to the far side toward Kelly O'Brien. Ahead to Tice, and comes right back to him. Jake Tice feeds it back to the blue line. Qualiata feeds it near wall to Austin Kelly. I'm certain Mr. Kelly is happy with his Buckeyes effort today.
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure we'll hear about it this week, too.
We always do.
Shot goes wide. Big pile up on the far side, and McLean pops it ahead. And it is picked up by Stevens Point. Austin Kelly will get it off the glass. And it looked like it hit a glove of one of the Falcons. Nope, they'll say no. Whistle and an icing call. 13:01 to go here in the third period. Pointers would like to thank U.S. Bank, the official banking partner of UW Stevens Point. Visit their location inside the Dreyfus University Center for all your banking needs. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. 13:01 remaining in the third. Stevens Point, who once trailed 4-0, is within 4-3. All right, accelerating out of the zone comes Drew McLean, ditches a defender. He'll come in, trying to get free for a shot. Now goes around the backside, and that comes in front. Bouncing puck, long shot fired in. That hit a body, goes wide of Dieter to the far side. Stevens Point really swarming the net here. Now loose into the near corner. It is Carter Rue waiting for it. Nothing there. Now they'll send it back to him behind the net. Rue looks to center. Now he'll reverse back far corner. And they'll come through, try to come through as McKellar toward the front of the net. Now he'll go to the side of the net and pick it up. McKellar reverses, he'll draw it around right in front of the net, but cleared out. This should be an icing call here against the Falcons. Boy, Sean, the Falcons are gripping the sticks a little tight here.
Well, they're playing with fire, Tommy. They really have. Since they've built that 4-0 lead, they were more than happy to gain the red line and make the Pointers come the full length of the ice. Not so much. Now they're feeling it a little bit as the Pointers have all the momentum here in this hockey game. Shots on goal, 38-15 in favor of Stevens Point.
Now right to the side of the net. Colin Raver sends it back in front, but nobody home. Off the boards and out. Bouncing puck coming down. Glove to side, and it is Wes Ashley turns it over. They'll come in, but he gets bailed out by his defensive partner here, and back the other way comes Colin Raver on the left wing. Raver toward the front of the net. Nothing there. Cleared back out by the Falcons. Back the other way, and it is Luke McElhaney on the back check coming away with it. McElhaney through traffic near side. Now looks to center it. Oh, just wide there, and kicked loose for a minute. Hahn ends up with it. And a long outlet pass again. Here comes Guerra and firing a shot. And Qualiata came back, got a stick on it. It'll flutter into the glove of Eli Billing. He'll hang on. 11:37 to go here in the third.
Yeah, nice job of Qualiata sticking that play, as it was a little bit of a broken 2-on-1 at the Pointer offensive blue line. Able to get a deflection and easy save for Eli Billing to glove it down.
All right, face off near side. Plucked out of midair. Falcons get it back. Hahn with it. Winters scrambling a little bit here. Now they try to jam it up. Backhanded shot comes right in front of the net. May have a chance here. Here comes back the other way Stevens Point right through center ice. This is Brendan Miller to the front of the net. He'll get it. Oh, tried to slide it right in front and is blocked off nicely there by the Falcons. Now right back in front again. Shot fired. That went wide. 11:10 to go here in the third. Stevens Point continuing to put pressure on here in the offensive zone. And now the Falcons lift it out again. They're going to have a 2-on-1 back the other way. Here comes Gainey coming in. Defender back. Shot fired. Billing. Ooh, rising shot through traffic. Caught him up.
Is he okay, Tommy?
In the shoulder here, and he's shaking his head all right.
Yeah, took it up in the collarbone area as he's shaking it off. There's a high riser in on tight as Eli's elect to take the shooter and be aggressive to cut the angle down. Good side by Eli.
He's battling here.
He's kept his boys in this game, Tommy.
Yeah. All right, here's Ferner coming around and pickup. Tries to bring it out high, and it's the Falcons just content to play puck possession here and see if a chance comes of it. Now the Pointers jam it through. May have a 2-on-1 if they hustle, but good hustle here by Dennis of the Falcons. Near side, Pointers jump that play and force it into the near corner. Pointers need some help here as a couple of players come crashing in. They had Carter Rue going to the front of the net. And back the other way comes Pearson in the zone. They'll come it back. Oh, flat down in his belly. Pointers are really battling here. Pick up here on the near side. Now it'll come through. Pointers will pick it up. They're trying to hit it at Logan Fredericks. Back the other way.
It's looking the wrong way.
Oh, it was looking the wrong way to hit a defender on the way through as well and went just wide. coming up on the midway point of this third period. Long pass ahead. No icing call here. So Stevens Point will send it ahead on the far side. Jake Tice out of his reach. Big collision, and they'll scrum for it on the far side, and the Falcons whistled for an offsides. 9:59 to go in the third. It's 4-3. Concordia still hang on to the lead.
Back and forth we go here, Tommy, as the Pointers trying to keep themselves in this hockey game. Again, trying to erase a 4-0 lead and get this thing back to even.
Right ahead, and a couple of cracks at it. Stevens Point back to fetch it. Long outlet pass ahead off the far boards. Comes back in with some pace. Falcons turn it right aside. Now they'll come in. Fader feeds it to the far side. Centering pass back to McElhaney on the near side is cleared up. Falcons will ice it again. Nope, not far enough. So Kellen Theraldson alertly rattles it around. Pointers will gain possession of a bouncing puck. Can't clear it out on the far side. Tice back to get it for Stevens Point. Off the glass. Ahead it goes. Almost a pass ahead. Now it hit off one of the Pointers on the far side, and they'll keep it going into the far corner. This is Colin Raver, I believe. Shot fired, and it goes back behind the net, or Brendan Miller for Stevens Point. Now around to the near side, held back in. They'll go, come right back through to the middle. Coming down, shot. Oh, they go back door, but a defender got a stick on it. There it was, and now it's Luke McElhaney into the near corner. McElhaney feeds it behind the net. They'll turn. They go back door again. Oh, this took a terrible bounce. It went to the far corner and came straight out of the zone instead of coming back toward the middle. Now they'll flip it far side. McKellar. Colin Raver going hard to the front of the net, but a defensive pickup there. Now to the side of the net. McKellar jamming a shot. Save made by Dieter. Rebound chance is blocked ahead. Might be an odd man rush back the other way. Actually, the Falcons are going to change. Buccino with a shot fired. Rebound came in, and boy, Buchinko still got a shot in, and Falcons will rim it back around again here into the near corner. Alex Way. And they can't, Capek can't hold the zone, so 8:25 to go in the third. Lead pass ahead on the far side is chipped
nice.
in. They'll say
they've waved it off,
saying he tipped it on the far side. Stevens Point will try to get possession of it. Atkins turns, fire a shot, hit two bodies on the way through, and Eli Billing fought that one off. Stevens Point with it now. Drew McLean will get it. He'll leave it ahead off of Austin Kelly, off the glass and in. Kelly O'Brien looked to be a mile offside. Now they'll center it in front. Off of Colin Raver goes wide. Far corner to O'Brien, back to Raver behind the net. Around it comes, and it comes out, and this should be an icing call.
Nope,
didn't get far enough. And it's Drew McLean puts the brakes on. McLean, far side, it'll come to Carter Rue at the red line. Carter Rue now feeds it back. McLean will push it ahead. McLean ditching defenders, feeds it off nicely far side. Here comes Rue to the front of the net, backhanded with a goal. Carter Rue, Sean. Oh, he's been snake bitten for a couple of weeks. Somehow found a way to muscle a backhander in. 7:33 to go. We're tied at 4.
And Tommy, that took the weirdest angle. I think it's going to go off of Dieter's pad and into the back of the net. It'll be Carter Rue's first of the season. And it's 4-4 here at Willett Arena. What a comeback.
Sean, I thought Kelly O'Brien was offsides.
I thought he was too. He was a couple steps offsides, but no call from the linesman, and it's absolute game on here. Still 7:33 to go in this hockey game. That'll get the house up a little bit.
Carter Rue to it, back to Qualiata. Danny Corrali. He'll come right back to the middle. Straight up in the air it goes, bouncing down, and it's Luke McElhaney chasing after. Now Carter Rue in there again. Long outlet pass again. It's a breakaway back the other way. They'll catch up to it. Shot. Save made by Billing. A second chance. Cleared aside by a defender. Now up on the far side it goes. Here's Concordia with it. Boy, this is crazy. Pointers clear it out. Poked it ahead. Trying to get it. Far side Ryan McKellar after it. He'll circle back. Check it. It's Logan Fredericks. These jerseys are not doing me any favors at all. Brandon McReynolds now. He'll feed it ahead. That much I can see. He'll get it back in the near corner. Behind the net, Fredericks with McKellar. They run into each other. McReynolds and Fredericks run into each other. Falcons with it. Don't clear it out. Handled in nicely here by Stevens Point. Bouncing puck to the far side that they will cycle back with. Thomas Dyball with it. Dyball around to the near side. They'll take their time, and Stevens Point a big hit here, so they're offsides on the play as Fredericks finished off a check. Pointers get it deep anyway. 6.5 to go in the third. We're tied at 4. And a Jekyll and Hyde affair here for the Pointers. This is Kellen Theraldson back behind his own net. 2-4, he turned it over, shot and a goal. Kellen Theraldson, Sean, with a terrible turnover, and I tell you what, pickup coming to chirp the Pointer bench, runs into the linesman.
Oh my goodness, Tommy.
Oh my
pickup
goodness.
Took the puck away from Kellen Theraldson behind the net. Eli Billing thought he was going to go to the far side, and he went to the near side instead. No chance. And it's 5-4.
And give it right back. 6:18 to go here in the third. And Concordia with it. Is that your season in a nutshell right there?
Yep.
Oh. Now they'll come again, near side, back, shot fired, hit a skate, and comes out of the zone. Cole pickup unassisted. Through the neutral zone, bouncing puck comes to Wes Ashley on the far side. Ashley, near side. And cleared out up ahead. Now gathered in, here comes Luke McElhaney. In the near corner, kicked aside, comes all the way back down. Qualiata back to get it. Up ahead for Kelly O'Brien. He'll gather it in, far side. Kelly O'Brien coming back in. 5.5 to go. Side of the net, jammed off there. Falcons got an odd man rush again. Back the other way they go. They hesitate, chopping it back near side. An alert stick here by the Pointers, able to prevent that chance, and coming through on the near side. Now it is Brennan Miller chipping it ahead. He's going to go in back behind the net with Thomas Dyball. Big hit there to free it up. Pointers come away with the puck in the near corner. Now on the back check, still trying to get it. It is Zach Zeck that will hammer it back in. The far side, McElhaney with it. McElhaney will gain possession right in front. Shot, Dieter, a save. Rebound loose, backhanded shot. That bounces through. 2 golden chances there by the Pointers. Now in the far corner. They try to feed it again. Dieter's got an equipment issue. Shot, that might have hit the post. Dieter lost his stick. Now he gets it back. 4:50 to go. Pearson coming back in and cleared aside. Pearson is run into the net, but it doesn't come off the moorings. Stevens Point with it up ahead, and it's jammed up through a defender here in the neutral zone. Fredericks chops it through. Into the zone it goes. Far corner with some speed. Jordan Fader on the far side sends it back. Now to Fredericks, coming back in front, bouncing puck. Pointers get a battle to the far side again. And 4:25 to go. Shot, Dieter with a save as it scoops. Is that Carter Rue again?
Zach, Tommy.
Zach with Rue right to the side of the net.
Nice job by the Pointers to win a battle along the boards and behind the net, and got to Zecker, who's able to flip the puck up high on Dieter. No good save by Bo Dieter. 4:25 remaining in this hockey game, and it's Pointers trailing by 1.
42-20, the shots on goal. Off the draw, controlled by the Pointers. Raver trying to set up shop in front of the net. He'll tip it. Far corner. Down on one knee on the play. They'll get it back going. Raver with it again. Shields from the puck, reverses back. Now pulls back. Defender lost his stick. Turning shot. Dieter with a save over the back of the net. And into the near corner. Big
penalty
hit coming up here. A penalty call coming up against Concordia. And a checking from behind, and immediately Anthony Lancette says 2. So Carter Rue draws a penalty call. 4:01 to go here in the third. Goose on Main power play for the Pointers.
Checking from behind, Tommy. It'll be on, I believe, Hannon.
Is it Gainey? Nope. Let's see. Dante Hahn will go. So 4:01 to go in the third. It's a Goose on Main power play for the Pointers. Their 5th of the night. Wide variety of burgers, wraps, soups, and salads, and an awesome Friday fish fry. Goose on Main, 1140 Main Street in Stevens Point.
Well, here's your chance, Tom.
Yep. And they blow it dead. Go figure. Players have done a great job on faceoffs.
Yes, they have.
Have 143 and lost 14. All right, puck gets around Drew McLean. Short-handed, 2 guys coming in, but McLean wins that foot race. He'll go back behind the net. 3:50 to go in regulation. Stevens Point on a Goose on Main power play. Here's McElhaney. Carries it in far side, has McReynolds set up in front of the net. McElhaney now goes to the near corner. McElhaney out high to McLean. McLean near side to McReynolds. McReynolds coming in front, deflected. McElhaney to the rebound on the far side. Had to tie a stick up, did. Pointers played it with a high stick here.
Just play it, Eli.
Eli Billings got to play it to blow it dead here, or one of the Falcons would get it, so we'll get a face-off. Back in the Stevens Point end, 3:24 to go here in the third.
I know Eli's thought there, don't play it, but the Falcons had a forechecker hard on the penalty kill coming through. If he doesn't catch it, he's coming in all alone on Eli. So 1:24 remaining in the Pointers' fifth power play of the night. 3:24 remaining in the hockey game.
All right, it is Qualiata to O'Brien. He'll whiz it into the far side with speed. Tried to center it. Now they'll rattle it back around near side. Minute 10 to go in the power play. Kicked in the near corner. And here's Stevens Point trying to come toward the front of the net. They'll whip it through. And it's on the far side again. O'Brien out high to Qualiata. Qualiata feeds it to the far corner. Now they'll come right back through. O'Brien coming up. Oh boy, they were trying to set up on the near side. Is that Jake Tice? Here on the near side, skating it. Check it, Zach Zeck. Now it's Qualiata, feeds it through back far side. Kelly O'Brien. Hill comes back door. Tipped again. Zeck lost his stick, but now keeps it with him. Now he'll go, firing a shot. Dieter with a save. Rebound, he'll follow it up. Falcons with it. Boy, a stick harpooned out of the hand of one of the Pointers. And that was Corrali. And now here's a turnover near side. Qualiata will get it back in. He'll pull it back and zip it ahead to O'Brien. Chops it down. Stevens Point content to get it deep. 2:24 to go in regulation. 20 seconds remaining on the Goose on Main power play. Kelly O'Brien flips it ahead on the far side to McReynolds. He'll come in with some speed into the far corner. Tries to jam it up there. And 12 seconds remaining in the power play for the Pointers. Still trying to get possession of it and send it deep. They're still battling for it. Pointers will dig it out. They'll come near side. Raver fires a shot, just missed. Rebound to the far side. Falcons back at full strength. Puck loose in the far corner. Minute 55 to go. Big hit there and a hand pass called here. Who is this against?
It's going to be on the Pointers,
on
Tommy.
The Pointers,
Yep.
So a minute 54 to go in the third.
Face-off will stay just outside the Pointers' offensive end. So we'll get the neutral zone face-off with Austin Kelly, Colin Raver, Brian McKellar.
And now we get a timeout taken here
Pointers.
by Stevens Point. We will take one as well. Minute 54 to go. Back here in a minute here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Stevens Point Orthopedics.
Is this the new clinic that used to be the old clinic that's gone?
Yes, sir. We are the old clinic. We just changed our name to Stevens Point Orthopedics.
No more old one?
No, sir.
So how can you be the old one and the new one, too?
How can I help you?
Well, the old clinic did a great job giving me a new knee. Can this new clinic do the same thing with my old knee?
Sir, we are the old one.
Knee?
No, clinic. And I'm sure you won't notice a difference in how well we'll take care of you.
StevensPointOrtho.com. Formerly Klaczynski Clinic. Nothing's changed except the name.
Really like the old one.
All right, face-off will come just outside the Concordia blue line on the far side. So Eli Billing back between the net. You got to think, Sean, win a face-off, get it deep, and get them off.
Yep, absolutely. Get that extra attacker on. You'll have the guy that you want to take the face-off, Luke McElhaney. The Pointers did change up it took Austin Kelly off and put McElhaney back on with using that timeout.
Yep. All right, Bo Dieter will check back in. He's made 40 saves here tonight and gotten the help from the iron that he needed. Now Pointers off the draw, feed it back. Qualiata. Cross ice to McLean, coughed it up right away. And the Falcons send it back, but right to Danny Corrali. Minute 45 now. Near side, McLean. Up ahead through the neutral zone, just missing McElhaney. Falcons hammer it. Not far enough for icing. Minute 35 to go. Stevens Point will get it. And they will put the brakes on behind the net. Feed it far side. Kelly O'Brien back through to the middle. Walks through, and now they finally get it. McElhaney on the near side. Eli Billing to the bench for an extra attacker. Puck loose here in the near corner. Minute 20 to go. Falcons will get it. Hahn will chip it out off the glass. This will be icing. Falcons with icing here with a minute 15 to go. And you'll get an offensive zone face-off here with an extra attacker.
Absolutely, you will get an offensive zone face-off. I wanted they're going to change some players here as it'll be Kelly O'Brien coming on, I believe. No. So Zach, Brendan Miller, Colin Raver, McLean, and Danny Stephen Qualiata.
All right, off the draw, controlled by the Pointers. They feed it near side. McElhaney rips a shot. That goes high. Corrali pinches in, sends it back behind the net for Brendan Miller. Minute 5 to go in regulation. Extra attacker on for the Pointers. Miller now into the near corner. Concordia gets it, and they flip it into the roof. 59 seconds to go.
Yep.
Sean, I will throw the ultimate jinx out here. The Falcons have never beaten the Pointers. 3-0.
0-0. Yep, absolutely. The all-time series between these two teams.
59 seconds remaining. Zach will take the face-off, and Falcons chip it out. This is not going to go far enough for icing. Pointers jam it around the boards. McLean overskates the puck. Now he's just going to throw it ahead. He will get it. McElhaney on the right wing. 45 seconds to go. Charges in. Extra attack over the point. He's going to go coast to coast shot. Dieter got a piece of it. McElhaney kicks the rebound, and it is a whistle and an icing call. Right? Yep. 34.7 seconds remaining.
You've had your chances. What a play by Luke McElhaney. How good is he? That kid is dynamite on the ice.
This is a microcosm of the season so far in 60 minutes. 34.7 seconds remaining. Face off to the right side of Bo Dieter. Now right to the side of the net. Pointers jam at it. Comes near corner. 28 seconds remaining. Held in again. Coming loose. Here comes Kelly. Feeds it far side. Kelly O'Brien with a shot. Rebound loose. Still coming for it. Backhanded shot. Dieter with a save. And no rebound. And hangs on with 20 seconds remaining.
That Carter Rue looking for the loose change in front of Bo Dieter. He's able to cover it up in the butterfly and get no rebounds. You got what you wanted there, Tommy. Austin Kelly will get another chance at an offensive zone face-off. With 20.4 seconds remaining here in the game.
Face off to the left side of Bo Dieter. Won by the Pointers again. Chipped in, held in. Long shot through traffic, redirected loose, backhanded shot. That's cleared out. Falcons will get it. They'll clear it off the near walls. Kelly O'Brien Qualiata. Or it is Kelly O'Brien. Back to get it quickly. 7 seconds remaining. He'll feed it ahead, and it'll go in. Now far corner. 2 seconds remaining. Pointers try to kick it out. That'll do it. Concordia, Wisconsin, for the first time, beats UW Stevens Point. 5-4 is the victory here as the slide for the Pointers hits 3 games.
Yep, as the Pointers come back from 4 goals down tonight, and a bad turnover behind your own net stings you. And a big comeback for the Pointers comes to naught, and the Falcons of Concordia tally 3 times on the power play. Yep. They end up 3 for 3 on the extra man, and that's going to be the difference.
Some ways
tonight.
you played better here tonight than you did last night.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
just the special teams got you. You went 0 for 5 on the power play, and you gave up 3 power play goals.
That we did. So, Stevens Point now 4-5-1. Concordia 5-2-1, and it is my firm belief, Sean, the Pointers will drop out of the polls here next week.
Yes,
and
they will.
We talked about the long St. Norbert streak coming to an end. 325 weeks. Stevens Point riding 117 weeks straight in the polls. We will see. Who knows? But, boy, I tell you, no quit, though.
No,
there's one thing to be happy about, it's no quit. You just dug yourself too big of a hole, and I tell you what, difference in the game, skating right by us here. Bo Dieter comes, and Pointers will do their stick taps here, and it is the Concordia University Falcons coming away with a win here by a score of 5-4. We will take a break. We'll come back at your recap and get the thoughts of Pointers coach Tyler Krieger here as Concordia beats Stevens Point 5-4. Back after this timeout. You're listening to the Pointers Sports Network.
After the game or anytime, head into Goose on Main, downtown Stevens Point. Goose has 38 beers on tap. That's right, 38, including all of your favorites, an awesome selection of microbrews and craft beers featuring some of the finest beers brewed right here in Wisconsin. If you're hungry, you'll find out firsthand why Goose was voted the best burger and best fish fry in Portage County. Before or after Pointers hockey or anytime, stop into Goose on Main, just minutes away on Main Street, downtown Stevens Point.
The Pointers are back home next Friday night as they host UW Stout in a game sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Saturday, they hit the road to face WIAC newcomer Northland College in Ashland. Catch both games on the Pointers Sports Network with the pregame show at 6:45. Also, don't forget the annual Teddy Bear Toss presented by U.S. Bank on Friday, December 13th against UW Eau Claire. Get your tickets for all UWSP home games in advance at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at KB Willett Arena, it is our postgame show. Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, joined by Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Coach, in some ways, this 60 minutes here, kind of a microcosm of your season so far here.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You know,
It's one of those things I said to the guys when we dug ourselves this deep of a hole and we're in a slump lately in these games. Nothing's going to come easy. We have to fight for every single inch. It's going to test our perseverance even more. And did that going down 3-rip, and then we had to find a way to battle our way back, and then couldn't find the end of it.
And Tom and I were talking in some ways. You almost played better 5-on-5 tonight, able to come back from 4 goals down. And,
I asked Toto,
and you really got things going.
Yeah, I asked Toto 4 minutes left when we got a power play. I asked if we could decline it. I mean, that's 5-on-5. We dominated the game. Made a couple of miscues 5-on-5 that ended up our net, but they're easy fixes. We dominated 5-on-5, and special teams was your difference. They popped 3 power play goals, and we go 0 for again. It is what it is. I said we talked lately. You can't win a championship in November, but you can lose one, and we might have just lost our chance at competing for one in our month of November.
So you come in and power play wise, it looked like early on you moved the puck well. Hit a couple of pipes. How frustrating is that?
Yeah, it's that unit was good. Drew and Luke's unit, they've been moving the puck really well lately. Haven't been able to cash in, but at the end of the day, you need to pot one.
All right, so you got to take a week here to get your ship right here, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this is unknown territory for us. I'm not sure what this means, what the next step is for us. I really don't know. We need to take some time and decompress and really
decompress and get a little positive going and build some energy, right? Kind of what you hope for.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe get some healthy bodies back come the new week as well.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. I don't expect maybe one, but it's the hand we're dealt, and like I said, guys, I really don't.
Yeah.
It's hard to be positive right now with what we're going on. I mean, it's frustrating, and all the guys are frustrated more than anybody. But it's a weird scenario that we're in, and we're not auto bid. I think this is the first year it might bite us.
I think a positive you can take is you raised some good money here tonight.
Yeah.
Jerseys that I couldn't read. That's my only complaint. But a nice night and a nice job by the Mental Health Coalition folks here to bring a good cause here into Willett Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big hit.
All right, Coach, get right. We'll be back here next Friday.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger here on our post-game show. Stevens Point falls to Concordia here by a score of 5-4 on. Boy, I tell you what, Sean, this is one of those, as we said, clawing back into it. You somehow find a way to pull this out. It's a whole different story here, but instead it's, the slide continues, and we'll see. And, as you almost forget, as we've talked a couple of things, how the good times have been here. This certainly is the most adversity we've seen in a long time.
A really long time,
And again, without that automatic bid, you might be in trouble. But, you got to get hot, start knocking off some other teams and see what you can happen, right?
Oh, absolutely. I said, maybe get a couple healthy bodies back this week and see how everything plays out.
All right, we're recapping the scoring here. It was Nick Gainey on the power play at 13:03 of the first. Dante Hahn, Braden Barker made it 1-0. Then Brandon Picard from Luke Cruiser made it 2-0 at 15:12. 16:23, another power play goal from Nick Gainey. From Cole Pickup and Braden Barker made it 3-0, and Stevens Point was reeling after the end of 20 minutes, and they took another uppercut, 2:51 into the second period, of another power play goal. Dante Hahn from Braden Barker and Cole Pickup, 4-0 was the Concordia lead. Pointers began the comeback. Brendan Miller, 4:25 of the second period from Zach Zeck made it 4-1. Colin Raver from Luke McElhaney made it 4-2 at 11:13. 3:04 of the third period, Wilson Northey made it a 1-goal game. Unassisted, they say. Wilson Northey, for his first of the year, made it 4-3. Carter Rue with a bad angle shot after a feed from Drew McLean, found a way through with a backhander. 12:27 of the third period was 4-4, but then at 13:42, Cole Pickup unassisted. Pointers turned the puck over behind their own net, and they slide it into an empty net. That turns out to be the game winner here tonight. Shots on goal end up 45-20 in favor of Stevens Point. I feel bad I forgot to ask Coach, because they won 49 and lost 15 faceoffs here. Did a really nice job in the faceoff circles. Difference in the game clearly, Sean. Concordia, Wisconsin goes 3 for 3 on the power play. Stevens Point goes 0 for 5. So again, 45-20. I'll tell you what, the other stick tap you give to Eli Billing. He came off the bench in a dire situation and kept them in it right until the very end. So he came in relief of Ryan Wagner. And actually, Eli Billing will get the loss in this game
yes,
tonight because the Pointers came back and evened it up. So Concordia improves to 5-2-1. Stevens Point drops to 4-5-1. They'll host Stout next Friday night and travel to Northland on Saturday. Both games here on the Pointer Sports Network at 6:45. Eau Claire wins the Prime Link 4-3. Superior wins 3-1. And Northland at Finlandia. Sean, games this week. Northland will play Thursday at Eau Claire. Friday at Stout here at Stevens Point. Superior at River Falls. Saturday, Stevens Point at Northland. River Falls at Eau Claire. And Superior is at Stout. We'll have the game for you next Friday night and Saturday night. Both nights here at 6:45. Got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. You might pick Bo Dieter for
you could.
Concordia of Wisconsin. A possibility there. Carter Rue getting off the schneid. He's been, he and Logan Fredericks, we've been talking about, they're coming so close. Yep. He got the game tying goal. Brennan Miller with a goal here tonight. Colin Raver with a goal, as well as Wilson Northey. Really all points spread out here tonight. As you got, 7 guys with 1 point here tonight. So I tell you what, Bo Dieter made big saves, and I think he is our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game here for Concordia, Wisconsin. And came in, and he makes 41 saves here tonight and gets the Falcons' first ever win over the Pointers.
Yep.
All right, that's going to do it here from KB Willett Arena. Again, your final score, Concordia beats Stevens Point by a score of 5-4. Hope you'll join us next Friday night. Stevens Point hosts Stout, 6:45 with our pregame coverage. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Thanks for listening to the Pointer Sports Network.
You've been listening to UW Stevens Point men's hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers hockey on the Pointers Sports Network is brought to you by Stevens Point Brewery, Taco Bell, Stevens Point Orthopedics, Goose on Main, General Beer, distributors of Miller Lite, and also the UWSP corporate sponsors, Marshfield Clinic, Skyward, Century Insurance, Century World, PJ's Restaurant, Team Sherrill Companies, Subway, Papa John's, Badger State Games, the National Guard, Grazzi's Italian Grill, Coca-Cola, BSN Sports, and Under Armour. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Join us again next time for Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network.